Having or showing knowledge of events before they take place. Okay. The most, what they're calling are like a fortune teller. The most prescient investor of, but in the past. Okay, gotcha. Of 2020 is besieged with a rat-a-tat headlines, or with rat-a-tat headlines reporting. Who writes this? Okay, whatever. But a chorus of questions about the risks, liquidity, capacity, and the very promise of her approach, okay, have done nothing to dent her confidence. Well, yeah, she's always been consistent. I mean, this is a very bizarre read, I have to say. Geez, man, this guy wants to write novels. Which, hey, I mean, look, it's probably great. I wasn't gonna read the whole thing anyway, even if you wrote normal English. But, okay. Oh, look! We could just have the testimony up in real time and get the cliff notes. See? Yellen and Powell yesterday were repeatedly asked about stimulus packages already passed. Who saw that? There was a part yesterday where literally Janet Yellen was summarizing what's in the stimulus package to Congress, which is the same stimulus package that Congress passed. Like, that right there was the moment of peak stupidity. Not of Yellen, of the process, okay? I don't want to call Janet Yellen stupid because I do respect them, but of the process. Like, really? Like, there should be a rule. Please do not summarize the bills that we've already passed. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't think Janet Yellen suggesting, oh, we'll work on easing the $10,000 SALT tax reduction is actually something that she even thought about twice after yesterday. It sounded a little bit more like a blow-off than something that she'll actually circle back on. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll keep the little live blog open and we'll see what happens. So that'll be good. We'll have that open as well. Okay. How crappy are the sticks going right now? Oh, we can quickly look 10-year to 1.64, 0.82 for the 5, and VIX is under 20 now. So volatility and it's actually declining slightly here. So GameStop 18.6, Fisker, Xpeng, Open Door. What else do we have? Oh wow, Etsy 4.5%. What frickin' happened here? What is this garbage? What's my forecast for Shift? Somebody says Moon. Duh, like 40. People might laugh over Shift, but that's coming one day. A little 10% here or there, I wouldn't care. That thing is so undervalued. And the CEO is a straight shooter, the co-CEO we talked to. Just give it to us straight, and he did. It was great. You know? Gave us a very fair, balanced view. Alright. What else is going on here? I mean, honestly, the stuff that's green here, I feel like, is Dave & Buster kind of giving it up here? Yeah. Dave & Buster's is giving it up. Carnival's giving it up a little. Express is giving it up. Macy's is giving it. None of them can keep it up today. This is very frustrating. American Airlines, Boeing. Yeah. No, just a disaster. What's going on over here? The GameStop thing now under it hit 145 there and bounced off 145 for a second. Costs, MP Materials. Ooh, MP Materials are 5%. Quantum down. Where's Fastly, Fisker? Wow, Fisker at 18 again. Zoom, Peloton. Hey, those guys were up briefly yesterday. Actually, for a good part of the morning, part of the day, they were up. But yeah, this looks like a very bizarre way to have opened the market here. It's just a continuation of yesterday, where we open and then it's just like, ooh. It's pretty bad. I can't believe Dropbox is at $27. That's kooky to me. It's high, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. They did a little acquisition, and people got excited about them. I still think Dropbox itself needs to be acquired, integrated. Like, what if Microsoft bought Dropbox? I don't think they will. But anyway, Tesla just hit a bottom here. bouncing off a bottom. We're bouncing off 655 roughly, and we are now at 655. So we actually bounced off 652. Oops, misread that one. Oh well. GameStop still bouncing off bottom here, and Dave & Buster's down. Okay, let's look at top news here. Let's see what's going on. And I think what the Senate hearing starts in 4 minutes, but that is not going to be our primary focus for sure. We have the Cliff Notes live blog up. See what else is going on here. Stocks rise ahead of bond auctions. Yeah, they should revise that to U.S. stocks fall ahead of bond auctions. Because I don't know what's green right now. And whatever's green,
just on this stock, and it's been down all day, and it's under the 10% rule. It's down more than 10%, so the stock is now on the short sale restricted rule, trading at 150. I just noticed. We'll see if it breaks through 150 like hot the knife through butter. And will it gap from here? It could possibly do that. Like I said, it's an amazing game being played here. I don't know. I do not know. Jumping and jumping and jumping. AMC down to 1044, down 22 cents today. Unfortunately, it is under pressure as well. Had a good start this morning, but now also being hit. A number of shares are off. The Dow is up 220 points. It's doing just fine. 300-point drop last night, 330, up 220 this morning. S&P up 12, NASDAQ down 32. That's the market that is underperforming. Probably some of those FANG stocks are not doing too well today, perhaps. Let's see, Apple down 70 cents, no big deal. Microsoft off $1.58, not a big deal there either. But they are under a bit, which will cause the NASDAQ to drop a bit because it's quite tech heavy, as we know. Amazon down 264 on a $3,100 stock. Nothing to worry about there. Let me just see. Google up $10 to 2,063. So these FANGs are not the cause of problems on NASDAQ. And NASDAQ down 36 is not a big issue. It's not a big problem. GameStop, 149.72, just under 150. Is it being held under here artificially? Is there a wall at 150 that is in the way right now? Are buyers massing up and trying to take a run at 150 and they're being slapped back? Is it being manipulated by short sellers who are trying to hold this market? They can short sell on upticks. So they offer at 150 and you come up there, they can keep shorting it. They can have 1 million for sale there. You have to eat it all to get through the wall. It could be a 5 million share block. It could be a 10 million share block. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if anybody has a level 2 system. How many shares are offered up to $150 a share on GameStop right now? Would love to know that. Cetaphil, is manipulation coming to an end, you think? No, I think it continues on. Vernon, a new member. Thanks, Vernon, for coming in. Appreciate you being here. 148.89 on the stock, 149.01. It's jumping around here, but I'm kind of curious what it's showing. Ben says, I'm only showing 2,500 shares at 150 on the L2 book. Very little for sale at 150 at the moment. So we'll see if a little run comes in here of buys. Might just take the 150 right out, and we might pop back to 155. We'll see. We don't know. Ben's now 4,800. I'm showing now for sale at 150, $150. G-Man, another member. Thank you for joining this channel. Appreciate it. All your comments are welcome. If any of you have any insights on level 2 trading, let me know what you see on this stock. We'll try to hold it and try to keep everybody posted on what's going on. AMC on sale. They're saying 1019 was the low. AMC right over here. Let's see what we got. Squawk. Yeah, beautiful. You guys got
Squawk in the Street. I'm David Faber with Morgan Brennan. Carl has the morning off. Let's give you a check on the markets. A half hour into trading. You can see we're up on the S&P and the Dow, but the NASDAQ, which is, run into some headwinds of late, is down about 0.4%. We're watching Capitol Hill this morning. Fed Chair Jay Powell and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen will be facing questions from the Senate Banking Committee this hour. It's their second day of testimony on the U.S. economic recovery, of course, from the COVID-19 pandemic. The main message from yesterday's testimony, the economy is well positioned to bounce back, but it will take time. With Chair Powell saying, quote, the recovery has progressed more quickly than generally expected, in large part due to significant fiscal and monetary policy.
In other words, the same script he's been reading forever. Okay, it looks like we got more red coming here. Wow. Neo, under $40. Why? Etsy, down 3.5%. Microvision, MP Materials. Jeez. This is just gotten to the level of entertainment now, seeing how much red there is. That's pretty bad. Yep.
The House of Pain.
Woo! Churchill Capital, down almost 2% here. Arc Fintech, Arc Genomics, these guys are down. Enphase, Arc Innovative Fund, down. Let's get the all over here. Oh, there we go. We got even more over here. Xpeng down 6.5%. Look at the straight down arrow. What is that? Oh, come on. Straight down. Unreal. Weenie babies. MP Materials down. Fastly, $67. Oh, remember when this thing was like 120 and like everybody, every single day, Kevin, what do you think about Fastly? Oh my gosh. Like that was like the meme stock before there were meme stocks. It's half off now. C3 AI. I mean, this has got to be all-time lows here. I don't know. Are we at an all-time low on C3 relative to where we had crashed to the other day? I think so. Oh my gosh. C3 AI. Yeah. C3 AI has just been straight into the gutter. Yeah. This makes me want to go back to sleep. Like wake me up in a couple months. This is interesting. I mean, hey, but Express is up 8%. Yeah, that's good. You know, the airlines are back a little bit. Oh, and 3%. I mean, that's nice. I'll take 3%. Hey, look, Shift is up 1%. There you go. If you want something that basically just rubber bands above and below 850 and never goes anywhere, even though you hope it will one day, Shift Technologies is for you. Bye! That was a little delayed, but it worked. I think. I don't know. Okay. Alrighty then. QuantumScape's down as well. Zoom's down almost 4%. DoorDash is down. Oh, DoorDash. What did they IPO for? They gotta be down. Oh, they are. Whoa. DoorDash hit a high of 195 on IPO day, closed for 182. Folks, it's at 126. Oh my gosh. I mean, this has just been like the slaughtering of IPOs and valuations. Woo! Palantir. I hope you got a second job so you could get some money and go make some money. Oh, which is the perfect opportunity to remind you that this coupon code officially expires Friday and the price goes up. So take a look at the programs down below on Building Your Wealth. Use that coupon code HODL. We'll rebuild how you think about money. We'll change it. We'll change you. And it will turn you into a bull. But a safe bull at that. Because you could get on the horse race. Hey, get Kevin Stockwell horses with the link below. Okay. Where were we? I don't know where we were. Here, let's listen to this person. How about that?
To the height of this pickup in economic growth, I actually think you may have to see some cuts to earnings estimates if the dollar continues its ascent, because the weakness in the dollar was a significant support for this turn back up in earnings. So I think that does represent a little bit of a risk to 2021 earnings if we continue to see this rebound.
Lizanne, you mentioned the lack of sort of, in your opinion, at least seeing the systemic inflation that we saw in the 70s and early 80s. So I wonder why. What is the difference now? What potentially could change your opinion?
I think it's slack in the labor market. It's the wage price spiral aspect of what we saw in the 70s and 80s, and a much more direct Phillips curve kind of relationship that we're seeing.
Wrong.
It doesn't mean
It's J-Pow.
Sow the seeds for that to the extent we see a significant drop in the unemployment rate. But of course, we don't know whether there's a secular shift in whether the Phillips curve has worked, because we were down at a sub 4% unemployment rate in the more recent expansion. And it didn't cause a pickup in inflation. But I think that's at least a necessary ingredient to generate that more systemic kind of inflation.
Yeah, and on the market itself, we got
a little bit of a bounce though, which makes the day a little less bad. Tesla has continued to go up after it hit that 652 figure. I don't know. I'm nervous, guys. Guys and gals, I'm nervous.
You're getting common child tax credit to put money directly in the pockets of workers to help.
I reclaim my time. Okay, where were we? Enphase, 154. Yeah, also kind of a little bit of a rebound here. That's good. All right, we got GameStop 15%. Okay. CTRM about 6%. These guys are pretty beat up today. Neo's bouncing along the bottom. It's like somebody, threw the anchor of Neo out, and it's just like bloop, bloop, bloop along the bottom while we're still trying to drive. Hasn't gotten caught on a hook yet, or like a rock, not a hook. Why would there be a hook at the bottom of the ocean? I don't know. Hasn't gotten hooked on a hook rock. That's it. Rock hook. Teladoc also bouncing off. Let's see how this one, Teladoc. Let's go back here. Okay, yeah, this one's consistently been growing. This one also did not recently IPO. It's been in the markets for a while. Very nice. Teladoc down 2.3%. ARK Fintech, let's see, Alibaba. All the ARKs down 1.5%. Pretty sure the ARKs were down a good chunk yesterday. Actually, they were. Let's look at what the flows were. Everybody wants to know what the flow is. Okay. Let's see. Hey, don't make me do it again. Okay. Don't make me do it a third time. Okay. Flow. There we go. Here we go. And that's not a horrible outflow, honestly. They did have an outflow, as usual, because people always sell when the market's going down, because that's logical. And no, it's stupid. Don't do that. Don't sell when the market's going down. Down about 48.7 billion in outflows yesterday. But the day before, they brought in 137. So obviously, it's been a little bit of a volatile period of time. I always think it's funny. It's like, why when it's red are there outflows? Like, if people weren't emotional, they'd be bringing money in, not out. Playboy at 5.19%. Transform up 12%. They were up on, weren't they on like Mad Money yesterday? I don't know. I don't remember. Let's just look at the Cliff Notes version really quick of what's going on in the hearing. See, look, we can put the hearing on to feel like we're actually listening to it. But instead, here's how wealth has changed. Okay, the bottom 50%. Oh, wait, you can't see it. There we go. 2020 gains for wealth. The bottom 20% has gained this much wealth. Bottom 50%, rather. Next 40%. Next 9%. Top 1%. Okay. So really, as long as you were in like the top 40%, your wealth went up substantially. If you're in the bottom 50%, you did not. And if you are between the bottom 50%, oh, well, this says next 40%. Okay. So if you are above 50%, that's where the wealth gains came from. Okay, Brown says, see, look, we just get Cliff Notes. Brown says we can't go back to the way things were before the pandemic, citing income inequality. Shots in people's arms. Brown nods to the stock market's expressive gains over the year. Have you not tuned in for a live stream the last few days? Apparently not. We'll have hugs and barbecues and birthday celebrations this summer. Okay. Well, hopefully. All right. Yeah. I actually. Oh, ranking member Pat Toomey is up now. I kind of like this. Yeah. Says he won't run for re-election. Like, I don't care. Really don't care. But I'm glad I didn't have to listen to a 5-minute tenure introduction. Wow. Here goes Upstart again. Oh my goodness. This is just the market. This right here is Upstart being the one trader stock. The one trader stock that I feel like everybody's in right now. Because that's a big move right there. All right. Especially on after a day like yesterday where it was down a big chunk. After skyrocketing. I can't believe it's going back. It's skyrocketing. Great company. I mean, the pricing now makes me nervous, but...
Yeah, I guess just looking at PPP and what that's meant for the small businesses that have been able to access that funding versus some of the reports we're getting that there are something like hundreds of thousands of small businesses that still had to close their doors in the midst of this pandemic. When we get past this, we're on the other side of the pandemic and we're truly in this reopen economy. What do you expect to see in terms of that small business landscape? And I ask that in part because obviously small businesses are such a generator of new jobs.
Yeah.
Correct. But if we just take a couple of industries and have a little deeper dive on the perspective from restaurants to travel and leisure to industries that really are tremendously affected by the closures that we've had and the restrictions that we've had really across the U.S., you can definitely see as we begin to reopen, not only because of stimulus, but because we get to the other end of the science on this and more people are vaccinated and the economies really begin to open up, I really think you're going to see a flood of investment, not only back into new businesses, but back into existing businesses as well. It just feels like there's a lot of pent-up demand out there once we get to the other side of this, hopefully in a couple months.
Pent-up demand? Yeah? Well, we'll see. All right. Let's keep going here. Yeah, there goes Upstart again. I mean, it's been really incredible watching this stock move just out of nowhere. Boom. Just some big buy orders coming in here. Really, really incredible. Okay. We want to play. Kind of back to where it was. It did have a little bit of a short sell-off period there. Dave & Buster's, almost 6%. Carnival Cruise Lines, 5.1-ish. United States Airline. United States Oil. And United Airlines. Jeez, man. The coffee's got to kick in. 3.5%. JP Morgan, GM, Lowe's, and all these guys kind of, modestly up. Pinterest is pretty flat. Really, the losers today, well, I mean, it's being led down by GameStop, although they did bounce off the bottom here. Oh, Peloton. Peloton trending down to lows of the day. NEO, about to cross the line we have drawn here. I don't even remember when we drew that line. It was about to cross the line that we drew. And we don't like people going through our barriers unless it's up. Like, we'll take up. But, no. Down? No. Matterport's down 3%. DocuSign's down 3%. Oh, DocuSign's almost under 200. Oh, that's exciting. As a buy, not exciting for hold purposes. For hold purposes, it's actually kind of depressing. All right. What else? Let's see here. Oh. There's Yellen. Unmute. Are they frozen? This is like yesterday. They're just staring at each other. Like, I'm pretty sure I turned the volume on. This is hilarious. I can't hear it. I'm pretty sure I got the volume on. They have no idea what's going on. This is priceless. I feel bad, but I also think, like, can they do like a dress rehearsal?
Mr. Chairman, if you've got a technical problem here, would you like for me to kick this over to our witnesses and then get back to you? Give me a thumbs up. Oh, okay, then. In that case, until we can resolve this technical difficulty, I will...
Wait, Chairman Powell? All he has to do is unmute. He double clicks. Every time. He double clicks. God. Oh my gosh. I wonder if they say that in the live blog. They do. Little communication snafu here. It appears Brown is muted, and then 1 minute later, Still silent. Toomey says, I do worry the Fed may be behind the curve when inflation picks up. I mean, I'd like to hear their response to that.
10 million jobs from its pre-pandemic peak. When Congress passed the CARES and Consolidated Appropriations Acts last year, it gave the federal government some powerful tools to address the crisis. But upon taking office, I worried they weren't powerful enough.
Well, she's just reading her statement here. So let's look at that for a brief moment here. And I'll keep an eye here if we see like Powie come up. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just switch to the parts where like Janet's not reading and to the parts where Jerome's talking. Although in fairness, Jerome's got see, I literally said we've heard this before. Come on, folks. You know I listen to this stuff. And look at this top memo here on the live blog. Yellen's testimony is nearly identical to her statement yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Because it is. Oh gosh, this is so stupid. It's so dumb. Why did they put him through it twice? Why don't they just like consolidate their questions? Like, here, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, you guys read the questions. Here are the questions we have. Put them together so that way we don't ask the same questions 5 times and actually be productive for once. But no, they all got to individually ask the same questions because they're all not listening to each other because it's so boring. McConnell says he hasn't spoken to Biden since inauguration. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if anybody's tried calling the other. Yeah. Retailers, landlords clash over what counts as a pandemic-era sale. Oh, for like percentage of rent purposes. Or percentage of sales as a way to get rent. I'm pretty sure that's what that's going to be referencing. The GameStop tumbles on profit, disappointment, possible share sale. Yeah. Suez Canal stays blocked despite efforts to free grounded ship. Ooh. 10-cent earnings. Engine may withstand. Okay. Yeah. Prices climb, but recovery is different from 2010. Wow. Let's see what they say here. What's this? PMIs were slightly below expectations, for manufacturing, but still broadly in line with both manufacturing and services nudging up from Feb levels. The price index on composite hit a 62.4, another fresh all-time high in the admittedly short history of the survey. Okay, so what's different? I don't really care. All right, what else? Let's go to the second page of news here. Tesla accepts Bitcoin. Yep, we saw that. Vaccine passports are coming. Oh, look. Main Street investors are now able to co-fund their own SPAC. For the first time, you can be part of making a SPAC. Oh my gosh, dubbed the People's SPAC.
Stockbrokers, floor traders. I don't know. I don't know if this is a big conspiracy or if it's 3 guys in a little cubicle somewhere in Romania. I don't know. It's just all electronic now. I mean, we trade stock with this. We don't use this. We use this. And this can be done from anywhere. And this can be done from China, North Korea, Brazil, Azerbaijan. It can be done in Georgia. It can be done anywhere. But it's unlikely to be being done on Wall Street. I don't think in downtown Manhattan this is being coordinated here. I think this could be from outside. But the computer doesn't care. The computers get the orders and execute the trades. We just see the execution of trades. That's all we're watching here. These funds are transferred around the world in microseconds and then retransferred and retransferred. So to try to follow the money as to who is pulling the strings on this deal and all that, good luck. Good luck with that. You need sophisticated software that is more sophisticated than the software they're using to do what they're doing with the stock. Again, I am just throwing this out there for you guys, going, this could be happening. And it could be happening with every stock in the world at the same time. Or not. I just, that's why they make movies. That's why they write books. Once in a while, some of this stuff comes to light, and we see what's happening out there. Like I say, in my world, in my understanding of it, if there are 210 million shares of GameStop trading out there, and only 70 million exist, and you take 140 million off the street and put it back into the 70 million, the stock's a $450 stock right now. Because the amount of money that's floating around on GameStop and the number of shares that actually exist, you take all that money floating around into the 70 million that actually are out there, stock should be $450 a share right now on the speculation of the stock. Some are believers, some are not. But at the moment, with 210 million out there, the stock is not trading at its full value because it's being diluted by shorts that are not declared through all kinds of reasons why. That's my guess. But I'm old school. I'm from an era when we used to trade with physical paper stock certificates, and you couldn't pull this crap off. You couldn't do this. You could not have failure delivers. You couldn't. It was impossible. The sanctions would be severe. Suspensions would be immediate. There would be investigations up the wazoo. Lawyers would be descending on brokerage firms, trading desks, and head offices across Canada. It would just be instantaneous retribution, suspension of brokerage house privileges, layoffs of thousands of employees. I mean, the ramifications would be instantaneous, and it would keep everyone from playing this shenanigan. But today, all bets are off. You can do whatever you want. Apparently, you can do whatever you want. Apparently, Bruce, this bagel party is my island of sanity. Oh my goodness, folks! I'm doing all I can here to explain what's happening in plain English. I'm just saying what I'm saying. There could well be people out there who are shaking their heads, going, "Yeah, that's exactly what's happening," and there could be others going, "This guy doesn't know what he's talking about." Could be, yeah, it could be. It could be completely right. It could be completely wrong. It could be partially right. It could be partially wrong. But I am seeing what I'm seeing, and I'm reporting on what I'm reporting on, and this is my opinion because it's my opinion, and that's where we're at. John, so how do we win with this kind of manipulation if they can do whatever they want? And Ostrike, you hit the nail on the head. They use the earnings report, regardless of how good or bad it is, as a cover story to manipulate the stock for the puts. I think that's exactly what we've got happening here. It's what has been happening here. Nathan, thank you for becoming a member on this channel. Appreciate you being here. What's the alternative? What do we do? How do we do about it? How do you fight it? And I just come back to the one notion. It's the one thing, just one thing. At the end of the day, you need more buyers than sellers. It's just that simple. That's all it is. And there comes a point in time where one group of investors has more money and patience than another group of investors who have less money and less patience. Eventually that happens. It happens either the shorts against the longs or the longs against the shorts. Eventually that's where it goes. And as the days go by and the weeks go by and the stocks go through, there comes a point in time where long buyers have so many shares that they're not giving back. They're not offering for sale. The shorts run out of places to get it. And when they run out of places where to get it from, they have to get it from the marketplace where it's offered. And that's only from those who are long. And there comes a point in time where brokerage firms will tell shorters, no more. We can't carry you any longer. We cannot keep shorting stock for you. We've reached the level of beyond return. We need you to lighten your position. And that forces shorts to start buying stock. We've had it happen in January. We had it happen already in February. Will we have it happen again now in March and April? At any time, it is possible. It is, because the short position is truly out there. Cap, hey Bruce, what's the incentive for shorts not to margin called? What's not to be margin called at this point? When the smoke clears, won't those deciding the margin call timing to be just as culpable for the fallout if they hold off calling in the shorts? Well, again, brokerage firms want volume. They get paid to move paper between buyer and seller. So they're motivated to encourage buying and selling as much as humanly possible. So if they can create 210 million shares of stock when only 70 million exists, and you can have, like on a day like today, a 7.2 million trade in the first hour or so, life is good. The brokerage firms are making all kinds of money today on GameStop. You can get AMC trading today, 28 million shares already. Life is good. This is good for business. Let's keep the order flow going. Paid for order flow. Pay for order flow. Take our slivers of pennies per trade all over the place and encourage billions of shares to trade a day. And let's not dissuade these people. But on GameStop, a week ago, at a higher price per share, the shorters had a bigger problem. Today, they don't have as big a dollar problem as they did a week ago. So this will continue. That's how I take it. That's how I look at it. And I think brokerage firms are going, these companies are not as exposed as they were a week ago to bigger losses because the stock is down. So we're going to let this continue on. Bruce, I'm your long lost brother, says Bill Coyne. I have so many. I have so many. M, we're covered now. The British Secret Service is here. M is here. Don't mess with M. Don't mess with this channel. Because not only is M here, but M and every other member of this channel has another secret weapon they can pull out at any time to affect the price of this stock. You know what it is I'm talking about? It's that little emoji that can just run a market up to an unbelievable insanity. We can just drive the market insane. That little meat emoji is available for any member to use at any time they want to use it, amongst all the other emojis that are available to our members. So watch out, folks. The meat emoji attack can come at any time and can just overwhelm the chat bar, and we'll take this market to an unbelievable level. We're at 3,700 thumbs up, so 148 down. Thank you so much for this 23 to 25 to 1, 27 to 1 ratio. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, you guys. Those me emojis, there they come. Look out. They're coming. It's an army of me's. Don't get in the middle of that. You will get hurt, especially if you have your back turned to these guys. Check those antlers. Don't turn your back to those antlers. It could be uncomfortable. That stock being shorted and being messed with, not a good idea. But like I said, sooner or later, the ratio turns between buyers and sellers, longs and shorts. And when that turns, it turns ugly. And look out, folks, what can happen to the stock. But at the moment, right, this second in time, 147.26 is the last trade I'm showing. 147.48 is where it's at right now. That's where it's at. That's you can't argue it. That's where it's at. Is it a buy? Could be. Could be a good buy here. Michael Monette, another YouTube member. We have more meat emojis now being made available to Michael. Look out. Michael might just jump right in here and just absolutely go crazy. We got cats coming in here like crazy now. We have all kinds of things coming out here. Unbelievable. I am Duty. Good morning, Bruce. Thank you for your channel, newbie here. So with shorts being short amount, what does it mean the stock will eventually spike back up or continue to drop? Well, eventually there comes a point in time where there's a point of no return, where you've got so much shorted that it's impossible to short more because no one can cover the positions any longer. You can't bury them anymore in these failure to deliver reports. And the buying keeps coming in. Legitimate buyers keep bringing in cash orders to buy this stock. Like, 5 million people out there want to buy 10 shares each. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm not talking about 1 million shareholders trying to buy stock. I'm not talking about billionaires. I'm talking about average Joes with their telephones around the world going, I'm going to buy 10 shares of GameStop. I'm buying 20. I'm buying 30. I'm buying 3. I'm buying 8. If an average is 10 shares a person times 5 million buyers, 50 million shares of buying on GameStop. It's not available. It's only 70 million in existence. The rest are all artificially out there. You cannot add another 50 million. Because now you got 260 million shares out of 70 million that exist. That's 190 million that don't exist. 50 million of buying power. This stock is gone. It's unrecognizable. The losses will be in the hundreds of billions of dollars for the shorts. Because again, Every time it goes up $1, the stock is $210 million more valuable or $260 million more valuable, depending on how many shares we're talking about. You go up $10, it's $2.6 billion. You go up $100, it's $26 billion. Go up $1,000, it's $260 billion. I mean, it's just numbers. It's nothing personal. It's just business. It's The Godfather, part 1, 2, and 3. It's not personal. It's just money. We're at 143.85. Get yourself some stock if you want to buy this dip. Maybe this is the dip for you. You didn't dip at 160. You didn't dip at 150. Maybe 143. Maybe this was it. I don't know. But sooner or later, that equilibrium will be broken, and it will violently go the opposite direction because the upside is limitless. The downside is limited, and the downside is quickly coming here, but I don't know what it is. 145 right now on the stock. I don't know, kids. Eventually, those neat emojis will just overrun this market. Could the actual drop be simply buyers losing faith and or taking profit and closing in a position? It could be anything, Jukebox. It could be. But what I find peculiar, is when an organized sell wave comes in 5 minutes and drops the stock $15 a share. That is not what you're talking about, where people lose faith and take profits. That happens in spits and spats, little blips and blurbs and little bits and pieces, not in organized, full-blown frontal assault on a stock, hitting every bid anywhere as hard as it can and driving the market down as quickly as humanly possible. That is not how it works. Not normally. That is abnormal. And I think that's what we've been getting. We've been getting a lot of that in this last 24 hours. But that's just me. Again, I'm just a guy in the living room here in Creston, British Columbia, asking people to watch him on a computer and like him, hoping that you'll tolerate this low-quality broadcast without all the fancy features that other channels have. Just telling you what I think is going on in plain English. I'm just reporting what I see and what's going on. AMC down to 10.07 a share, down 59 cents a share to 10.07. It was 14.30 5 days ago. It's now 10.07 on AMC. Not good there either. What can I tell you? 146.75 on GameStop. We're just 143 a minute or two ago. Weren't we just down there? Volume on GameStop, 7.7 million. Not much. I mean, we might do 30 million today. That's nothing. That's nothing. But that's what it is. A 143.85 low trade on GameStop right now is what I see it at the moment. All right. We will stay on this. See what it wants to do. The Dow up 258. S&P up 12 points. NASDAQ down 62.5. Oil up $1.96. Not a lot happening there. Mixed markets, but good for the Dow. Thank you. We are watching the EIA. That's the the oil guys, the oil folks. They're watching stockpiles. They're saying that U.S. distillate stockpiles are higher, and that gasoline stockpiles are higher as well. Oil inventory is up 1.9 million barrels. This is bad for the price of oil. You got a lot of gas in the system, a lot of distillates in the system, a lot of oil in the system. No need for oil to be at $59 a barrel. That trend tends to tell me low 50s is where it might head very quickly, which is good for you at the gas station. You may find that your gas prices start to drop a little bit here and there. Because there's a lot of oil sloshing about right at this market. Frank Steeds, if you buy stock and the company goes bankrupt, is that the only true way you lost all your money? Well, that's true. If you buy stock in Hertz, you bought stock in Enron, eventually it became worthless because the companies went out of business. Yes, that's what happens. GameStop would have to go out of business for you to lose all your money in GameStop. But with 30 million cash in the bank, that doesn't look like they're going out of business to me. They made money in the fourth quarter, so they're not going out of business. David Weaver has become a member of this channel. You're joining M. You're in good company, David. Welcome to the show. You now have me emojis among many other emojis that you can play with on this channel, and I welcome you to the club. Jay Zander, I should have sold at 300, now doubled my position. Well, it is at 148.86 now. It was 143 a minute or two ago. So it's come back $6. These jump around. They do, and that's how this game works. What can I say? JL is saying here, it's false. Why have they had the ability to issue stock since January? If they haven't issued more when it was over 300, why would they do it now? Again, they might be in discussions to issue stock, but the thinking from their point of view might be at 149.50. We're not interested in selling at this low. We're going to keep coming out with corporate announcements with additional hires and progress reports. And we know that with that, we will go higher anyway. And then we might issue stock at much higher prices. We have 600 million cash in the bank. If we sell off some of our store divisions, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Europe, we sell those off, we could bring in 500 million cash there. That would put us at 1.1 billion cash on hand. What do we need to issue stock for? That would be enough of a catalyst for the street to go, oh, wait a minute, there's still only 70 million shares out. They got 1.1 billion cash. They're not issuing stock for cash. Why is it at 148? Maybe it'll go higher, and it could. It could very much do so. We shall see. We shall see. What else is going on? So much fun here. Someone's saying here, Mike is saying, make it happen. 279,000 shortable. Fidelity ticks down each time we near 150. I'm not sure how to read that comment. And it's time for an event. It's time for something, isn't it? It's like ripe for a plane crash or derailment, but beware the Ides of March. We need something. We'll see what's happening. 150.48. We just jumped over 150 like butter. Just went through it like butter again. Now what happens? Is this the end of the selling? Was that another little wave we just went through down to 143? It's back to 150 again. What happens now? We'll see. We'll be here. Always fun, always good times. Thank you so much. Those of you making donations to me and picking up Redbubble merchandise, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Make sure you're buying from my Redbubble store, not a fake. Sometimes we have fakes out there pretending to be me. We have 3,900 thumbs ups right now. We are so close to 4,000, and we should easily hit 5,000 thumbs ups. We have 6,900 people here right now. We could hit a thumbs up wave at any moment. We only have 169 thumbs downs, 3,900 up. Hit that thumbs up, you guys. Let's get us over to 5,000 right now. We shouldn't be anywhere near 3,900. This is fantastic. Keep it coming, guys. Really appreciate this this drive and this support. Keep those thumbs ups coming in here. There it goes, 4,000 right now. We just broke it, and now we're on our way to 5,000 thumbs ups. 4,100, right, just like that. Right, just like that. Unbelievable. Thank you all so much for becoming part of this channel through your memberships, sending super chats, giving me really interesting questions to ponder. We're now at 150 on the GameStop shares at 4,200 thumbs ups. They're coming in here, 4,200. They're coming through. Well, should be 4,300 any moment. Fantabulous, everybody. Thank you very, very much. GameStop volume, 8 million shares. That's where we're at. AMC is now 1010 volume, 30,700,000. The Dow up to 83. These two shares, will they catch up with the Dow and come around the other side? We may have to fight through the day today to get there. We'll follow it. We'll stay on top of it. The NASDAQ is down 41. That's it. S&P up 15 and a half on S&P. So we got an okay market. Oil should be lower. We'll see how that goes. The caffeine-free Diet Coke. It's good stuff. Can GameStop issue a short stock recall? Could they issue? I don't know what that means. I don't know what a short stock recall actually is. They are just making it aware. They're making their the readers of their annual report are being made aware of the fact that the company is aware of the fact that there are shorters shorting the stock. That's what they're doing with this filing. That's all it is. The company admits that they know that there are short sellers selling their stock short. They're fully aware. They fully admit it. They fully openly are stating it in their reports. Doesn't change the fact that there are shorters of the stock. Doesn't change the fact that the stock is being attacked by short sellers, by parties interested in trying to crash the market. Doesn't change any of that. It's just that the company knows. All the directors watch the stock like we're watching the stock. They're all watching it. They know. They got alerts on their phones. on their wristwatches. They've got contacts in the business, the brokerage business, the investment business, who tell them what's going on. They know. They're fully aware. But what can they do about it minute to minute? What will they do about it minute to minute? What have they decided to do about it is what really matters. And I think what they've decided to do about it is to continue evolving the company forward, because that's their secret weapon against all of this charade, all the chicanery, just to evolve the business into an e-commerce powerhouse. They have the money, they're bringing in the talent, they're attracting the people to do this. This will happen. This is not going to stop the company evolving into an e-commerce powerhouse in the gaming sector. The key then is, what will the marketplace think the shares should trade at? How will the marketplace, and when will the marketplace realize, oh, this company is no longer a brick and mortar company, it's an e-commerce company. As of last night, they mentioned to us, the company, that 34% of our sales are e-commerce. We're now a 1/3 e-commerce company versus 19% a year ago. That's a major improvement. That's a major change in this company. I think in the next year, it could reach 2/3. That's my personal opinion, because they're going to reduce the store count, and they're going to increase their e-commerce business, and they're going to promote it. They haven't even started to promote it yet. This is all to come. You don't promote the website until it's promotable. And so you evolve the website to the point where you now can promote it as the way to get the hottest merchandise for gamers into your hands quickly through GameStop, because these folks know what they're doing. This is coming. So this next year will be very monumental in the future of this company's direction. But when will investors out there, a majority of investors, say to themselves, this is no longer a brick and mortar Dick's Sporting Goods competitor type company anymore. This is now an Amazon competitor company now. That's what this has become. And that company is going to trade, the shares are going to trade on the prospects of an e-commerce company as opposed to the prospects of a brick and mortar company. That's the shift going on. Right now, the shorters are trying to take advantage of the fact that most of the Wall Street analysts still view this company as a company that is a brick and mortar company. That's what we're talking about. All right, that's what we're watching here. That's what we're following. That's what's going on. Anyway, got some chicanery going on here. Not sure how this is going to work out. Not sure what that is, and I don't know why it is the way it is, but that's the way it is. We're trying to deal with some nonsense. I think we've been able to deal with it. Every once in a while, we still see nonsense on our chats, and if you see it, let me know. We'll do the best we can, and see if we can make that go away as best we can. How they get in there, I have no idea. I don't know, but it's there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Cav, O'Leary, how you doing, buddy? Hypothetically, if a conference call for a volatile stock only goes over its earnings, 10K filing, and a board announcement, then doesn't take questions, is that considered uncommon or the norm? That's a good question. Apple, when they do their conference calls, they take questions, but the questions are from those approved to make the questions. Apple could be very restrictive as to who can come into the conference call and who cannot. I think yesterday's conference call with GameStop was a wide open affair where anyone could register and come on in, which surprised me. But then again, maybe I'm not surprised, because the company itself, GameStop, does not actually have, I think, a Wall Street firm that is, let's say, sponsoring them, where there's a Wall Street firm that is their guardian. I don't know if they have that. I think that I'll use the term orphaned. This is a term that we used to use in the business way back when, 70s and the 80s, where a public company is out there trading. Maybe the public company used to be a mining company 10 years ago, didn't work out. They did a rollback, 100 old shares for one new share, changed the name of the company to New Oil Company. New guys came in to run it. New guys came in to fund it. And the company The company became an oil company and has a bunch of new investors, and they're trying to become oil people, that type of thing. But there's no backing from a Wall Street firm. There was no broker to sponsor that deal, no broker to help them go forward. And so what we have here is a public company like GameStop that might be an orphan public company that doesn't have a bunch of followers or Wall Street brokers that want to sponsor the company. And so no one was going to host the call with them and organize the brokers. Maybe there were only 5 brokerage firms that wanted to listen to what GameStop had to say, and GameStop decided to open the comments to the media, but they were overrun by media. Maybe that was the intention. I don't know. So their thinking was, we'll release the results, we'll comment on the results, we'll say what we want to say, shut this thing down because it's utter madness. And then over the next few weeks, we'll come out with a news announcement every 3 or 4 days with more clarity and more definition of what we're about, so that people can fully appreciate what this company is going to be doing and how it's going to be doing, and all of that kind of stuff. That could be it. Again, I'm just guessing because I don't run these things. When I was the president of my own, when I was the president of a publicly traded company way back when, my business partner and I, we ran the company and we ran the annual meetings, and we had to do all the filings, and we did all our press releases, and we used to release our results or news announcements through the Canadian Newswire service, which is a financial wire service. We used to do that, and no one read them. Because we were such a small little company, no one would pay attention to us. We were just a tiny little outfit. No one paid attention to what we were about. But that was then. This is now. GameStop, every pin drop is reported on, I would think, if there was one. Holding 200 shares at $60 average, 100,000 stock to me. I'm not selling the stock. It's 148 right now on GameStop. People are not going to sell the stock. Right on. That's pretty cool. So, they did what they did last night because they couldn't have done it any other way. There was no way to open up the floor to questions because it would have been 500 people trying to talk at the same time. So they probably muted everybody, and they just did the release and did what they had to do under the SEC rules. They released their plans and couldn't take questions. Now, will they organize one-on-one press situations? Will they authorize telephone call interviews with reporters? Will they authorize one-on-one or 1-on-5? Will they allow analysts to call a number from brokerage firms a week from now, and they can have a private off the record, or it's not off the record, but it's a privately held Zoom call between 3 members of the company and 10 analysts? Maybe not. And then the analysts can do what they want. Will they authorize and organize a media day? Will they authorize an actual media day where members of the media can register and then be verified as media by the company, or a company the company hires, the GameStop hires? Could that be it? Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see what's going on. We are being attacked here, and I don't know why. I don't know how we're being attacked, but we're being attacked by hacks on my channel right now on this chat. I'm not sure how this is working, because my understanding was only members of this channel can make comments. I'm not sure what's going on. I like it. GameStop price target raised to 175 from 15 at Jefferies. I'm not sure if that's legit. I'd love to think that that's a legitimate deal, but I'm not sure if that is legit. Mr. M, I will follow it, but I'm not sure if that's legit. Adriano became a YouTube member. Thank you, Adriano, for being here and joining in. I don't know about this about these entities out there, but we'll see what's going on. 146 on the stock, despite that if there is actually a report or not. I'm not sure if Jeffries has actually put out a buy on the stock. I don't know. I know that the Wedbush has had a sell rating. They've lowered their estimates on the stock with a sell rating. So I'm not sure what this all means. but I'm not sure what's going on. So that's Wedbush. We'll follow this. We'll keep an eye on any kind of releases, if they're real or not. Hopefully real. So if any of you know of actual analysts' reports or analysts' recommendations on the stock, do let us know. Do let me know. But I have not seen I'm not aware of an analytic report of this kind. Okay, I'm watching for it. I'm looking for it, but I haven't seen it. Okay, guys. But thank you for those of you who are trying to alert me to anything you're coming up with. I do appreciate it. As I say, we're trying to follow this as much as we can, as best we can. Thank you, and Adriano becoming a new member. Not lovely to have you here. This is good stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Spam bots. I know they're spam bots, but I'm not sure how they can get in here. Block and report is what people are saying. I'm not sure how that works. Any of you out there can see that, do report them. Do me a favor and report them. We want to kick him out of here. Douglas, the analyst, wrote, while Wall Street views diverged with Jefferies hilarious lifting its GameStop price target $15 to $175. The analyst wrote, again, I don't know what to make of it. If it's real, great. We'll take any analyst report, any analyst recommending the stock at 175 as a win, because it'll be the first time we'll ever seen it like that. But Memorex, we're going to see. We'll see what's going on. Are they not just paying to become a member and then commenting? Aaron, it's possible, but I block them. I mean, if you become a member and then harass us, I block you out and keep the money. So, I'm not sure. There are ways to, get into the chat. You can super chat your way in. But I'm doing the best I can. Derek, you got it right. Spam bots equal proof that Bruce speaks the truth. That's probably what it means. They don't like the truth. What can I say? I hear Jennifer in the kitchen. I think Jennifer is alive and well. She survived another night's sleep, and she's milling about the kitchen. And it's fantastic that she's here. I hope she's doing well, and she might take the time to come by and say hi. She's talking about what the mountains we can see out of our window here in Creston. How about that? Fantastic. Welcome, Jen. Good morning to you. How are you? How you doing? No frost on the houses this morning. Spring in the air. 146, 145 on the GameStop, by the way, where we're trading at right now. Volume on GameStop now, for those of you who are looking for me to tell you, 8.5 million shares of GameStop traded. We're at the lows of the day, or in the neighborhood of the lows of the day. 143.85 was the actual low print so far. We're at 146 right now on 8.3 million. There's Jen. Hello there. Nice to see you. What is happening in your life?
Have to wait a couple hours for the first curling because now we're into the playoff pools.
Playoff pools, curling, gotta wait. Yep. Mixed doubles.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. Very, very exciting stuff.
And then I think next week might be the World's.
Oh.
It might be the World's Women's.
The World's Women's Championships coming up.
The World's Men's.
And then the World's Men's.
Might be the other way around.
There you go.
It's a world somebody.
See, everyone's saying hi. It's world something. Everyone's saying hi to Auntie Jen. She's crushing the curling reports. Bruce, I appreciate your opinion on AMC last week. I got out ahead. Thank you, sir. I'm glad that happened for you. I'm really happy. Curling is on the rise. That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, I'm hungry.
Okay.
I think I need a bagel. I really do. Thank you, Jen. Thank you very much. little cleanup job there. But I'm wondering what to have today. I'm wondering.
Okay, how about we could have?
I know.
You could have some hand slices. Yeah. With a cheese and an egg.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Everything or sesame?
Oh, sesame, I think.
Okay.
I'll do a sesame, really deep toasted bagel with couple slices of ham.
Yeah.
Scrambled egg on top of that. Slice of cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
Ketchup on the side.
Ketchup.
For dipping.
Ketchup.
Oh, man, it's going to be great. Oh, we're loving it. Cosmos, the past 3 weeks, we keep saying there's less and less shares available. Where the shorters get their munitions, past 3 weeks, option print 200 plus stock should be dropping. What are they doing? I hear you, Cosmos. I'm with you. I'm trying to follow it too. I'm trying to justify it, trying to understand it, trying to figure it out. Where is this paper? Where does it keep coming from? M is throwing us a $25 sticker. Thank you so much, M, for this. Appreciate these. All of you. We are, what can I say? Ham, egg, cheese. Oh, man, Slade. How do I find curling to watch on the East Coast of the USA? Streaming options? Maybe streaming options. I don't know where to send you. Anyway, I just gained 2 pounds. Oh, my God. Jen, make sure to add some Tabasco. Oh, I don't think so. We're talking ketchup. Oh, yeah, ketchup. We're talking ketchup. She's reading the heart of the stocks. 146.31 on the stock. Can it go any lower if I eat a bagel today? I don't think so. Yeah, let's see. Arco, Bruce, how much do you think the merger of Matterport and Gores Holdings will make the price go up? What do you estimate the stock will be worth at the end of the quarter? I like that deal, the Gores Holdings and Matterport deal. I really like it a lot. I think it'll do very, 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 very well. Now you have to interpret that for yourself, but I think it'll do very, 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 very well. But right now, Gores Holdings is at 1447, and it's in the hold period. It's in that quiet period with the merger going through. We're waiting for it to finish off, and then we'll take it from there. So I like it very, 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 very much. And you got to figure out yourself, what does that mean? What does he mean when he says that? Does he like it? I'm no longer seeing any spam. I hope we're done with that. Jen does not condone the ketchup. Jen's not a fan, but I am. Spammers get the boot. That's right. Bruce, did you play hockey? I think it's a religion in Canada. I played street hockey as a kid. Of course. Played street hockey, but not organized hockey. Just not into it. Gun, the troll, whack-a-mole was successful. There you go. Kevin Leary, I think we're looking to retire in Canada. I love it. Spam is better on a bagel. I hope the bagel brings the price down to 140 so I can buy another 10 shares. 147.53. It doesn't look like it's going down, but we'll see. We should send him French's ketchup. Ooh, there's French's around here, but we use Heinz. Spam on a bagel, laugh out loud. Jane Doe, same. I've only had a handful, but it's so great. Oh yeah, we got a card in the mail yesterday. Someone sent me a card in the mail. And it's to the moon with Uncle Bruce, sending smiles to you and kisses to Jen from the Subway Scientist. We got this card in the mail yesterday. It arrived. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Very good. A little hand-drawn rocket going all the way up there. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that. We are getting mail here every couple of days. It arrives at our post office box. If any of you want to send us any mail, you can do it right here. P.O. Box 941, Creston, BC, here in Canada, VOB1GO. Thank you, everybody. If any of you want to send me a private email, if you want to have a private one-on-one consultation with yours truly, Saturdays and Sundays is when I do one-on-ones, $400 an hour US. If you'd like to get me for an hour of my time, your time, send me a private email. Say, I want to have a one-on-one. When can you put me in there? When can you fit me in, Bruce, Uncle Bruce? I'd love to have a one-on-one with you. That information is always down below in the description of this video or my live shows or any videos I always upload. So keep an eye open for that. And I appreciate those of you who take me up on it. We are booking now into April and May. We're now booking April and May. Very exciting stuff. Incredible. Thank you, guys. For all your support. 145.25 just before I get my bagel is where we're at right now. 145.25. The low is 143.85, I think, is the low. The volume on GameStop is now 8.7 million. Not heavy volume. That's where we're at right now. Diamond Handed Ape, keeping it Canadian. We love you, Bruce. Diamond Hands going nuclear. Tattoos of Bruce once we go to the moon. Stay strong. I don't think you want to do that. You don't want to have a tattoo of me on your body, do you? Ew, it's kind of creepy. Face made for radio and all. I don't know if that's such a good idea. But anyway, let's see what happens. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I just had a bagel with butter and grape jelly. Good. Adam, thank you for this donation. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about SPAC prices today? Well, they're a bargain. They're on sale. SPACs are on sale right now. What can I say? We're looking at Vector Acquisition down 10 cents to 11.98. We've got NavSite down 2 cents to 10.09. Gores Holdings down a dime to 14.45. VGAC down 3 cents to 10.22. Starboard down 7 cents to 9.87. And Fortress down a nickel, 9.85. It's not down a lot. It's just down a little. That's what's going on. The Dow up 326. We have reversed the losses from yesterday on the Dow. This is a very good sign. We are up 27 points on S&P, up 9 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ has turned positive. The whole market is shifting higher. That's a good sign. Will that translate to more money into the market? And will that turn the fortunes around of GameStop or AMC? Because they're battling their own battles right now with a whole bunch of hedge funds and other nasty sellers. That's what's going on. 145 GameStop, 1026 AMC. The battle rages. Le Battle de Royale is on, and we are following it here on this channel. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You may want to give the stock a little motivation. I'm getting ready to have my bagel. Maybe it's time for the neat emojis to be shown again to get this stock going. 145 a share. The neat emojis might be needed right now, just before I start chomping on my bagel to get this thing a little momentum. We are up. We got 4,400 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 185 on the downside. We are outdoing the down arrows big time today. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. Nail that thumbs up button. Here come the neat emojis. They're coming in, getting ready for bagel time. We are coming in hot and heavy with the neat logos. Fantastic, everybody. We're going to the moon. As the stock is trading at 143.35, a new low of the day. Maybe it's reverse psychology where we're doing it to kind of make it go down and then to have it go up. But the knees are coming in like crazy. Fantastic, everybody. Thank you so much. We love it. What will happen with the stock? I don't know. We're going to follow this. We are watching all kinds of activity here. 4,500 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you for keeping them coming. 144 on the stock. Back and forth it goes. And like I say, we will be here to see what happens. It's 2 hours, 33 minutes into the show. Thank you for all your support today. Have you heard of MP Material? What's your take? Have not heard of MP Material. Don't know it. We've got AMC at 1030. We've got the Dow now up 337, up 1 full percentage point. That's got to be approaching a new high, getting closer now. S&P up 27.5, NASDAQ up 14. This is the market going in the right direction. We had the fall off to start, and now a climb up. Let's see what's going on. One trade and one day, one moment at a time is what we have happening all over the place. Thank you, everybody, for supporting this channel and this YouTube. Right, thank you. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. We've got a good crowd here today. I appreciate it. We've got new members who've joined up. I appreciate that. New users of neat emojis. Appreciate that. We've had a few donations today on PayPal. Appreciate that too. Oh, I think a bagel is in my future. I can feel the bagel coming.
I can smell the bagel.
I can smell the bagel coming. I see the ketchup on the plate too.
See, look at this. That.
Look at that.
We got it all here, people.
Here it is.
We got the ketchup to dip, the cheese, the ham, egg, slightly toasted bagels. There you go.
Woohoo!
All a growing boy needs.
Everything a growing YouTuber, growing YouTuber boy needs to make it happen. Thank you, Jen, so much. I appreciate it. 143.30 is the price of the stock. Okay. As I start chomping on this bagel right at the low of the day. Is this it? Can we get this thing higher from here? 142.60 was the low. 9.1 million traded. That's where we're at, kids. Can it get any worse, or could it get better from here? We're going to find out. We got the bagel in our hand, and we're going to enjoy it. A little dip into the ketchup. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. Bagel power, sensual bagel description. That's right. That's right. Everyone needs a Jen in their life. Everyone needs a Jen in their life. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, yeah. Oh. Woohoo, so good. So good. We are loving the bagel. We're loving the egg, the cheese, the ham, the toasted sesame bagel. Oh, you can, it's just the whole big, it's the big picture. It's beautiful. It is fantastic. Alrighty, the sesame seeds are toasted, so they taste roasted. Oh, roast. Oh, this is so darn good. Sensual bagel. Oh, enjoy. Here we go. Jen, the MVP, 142.26. We got to go higher. This stock needs a shot. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Man, is this good. Oh, yeah. Who needs Timmy's when you've got the bagel? The dip is delicious today. Reuters is reporting 15% short interest based on S3 partners. Thanks for the SPAC picks. My friend Mo Lester is a fan of the stocks. Kids, any thoughts? Also, yes. Dips in the morning, dips in the evening, dips at supper time. When the dips are on a bagel, you can eat dips at any time. That's it. We're doing the dipper thing. 142.42. We need a run on the stock. Keep eating your bagels, kids. There you go. There you go, guys. Love the bagel. Love the bagel. 143. I think we're popping up here. Let's see. 142, 143 now. We're a little higher on the GameStop. Dow's up 360. Powering higher. Money is coming into this market. That one, I don't know how that would work. Yeah, that would be wild. That would be wild if that happened. There would be some IOUs for stock for sure. Unbelievable IOUs. That'd be wild. Time for cheese. You think all these analysts will start eating various bread and breakfast pastries on here to be more like you? I don't know. Guys got to eat. I mean, I've been up since 3 a.m. It's now 8 a.m. I'm hungry. Gotta have something. Oh man, 142.49 is where we're at. We're jumping around down here. That's what's going on. What will be the next catalyst? Just more buying of the stock in solid hands is my guess. There'll be other catalysts. I think there'll be, we're just going to keep getting news on this stock. It's just going to keep coming out. The next week, Friday, is the month end. Is the end of the quarter. Reallocation of funds. All the mutual funds have to be reallocated. Hedge funds, index funds. That could be interesting on GameStop shares. We'll be around. We'll watch. Oh, this bagel is good. That's right, JJ. We're down 10% today. It's restricted tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. And if we have a 10% shenanigan during the day tomorrow, restricted Friday. Watch out. We'll see I'm far too emotional for this game. Frank, because of you, my friend Lily Pierce and I are going out to eat bagels. There you go, because of me. What's wrong with going out to eat bagels? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with eating bagels. Here we go. What's the difference between a broker and a dealer? That one you might have to look up on Google. Anybody know the actual physical, detailed definition between one and the other? Michael, why did GameStop decline to forecast? Wasn't that one of the catalysts we were looking forward to? No, we weren't looking for financial forecasts. I wasn't looking for financial forecasts. I was looking for corporate objectives going forward. That's what I'm looking for. And I got that. I got what I wanted. No, I don't want them to try to give us financial forecasts because we're still in a pandemic right now. And if we get a second wave, a third wave, a fifth wave, an 18th wave, all bets are off with shopping malls. All bets are off with movie theaters. All bets are off with gyms, bars, restaurants. I don't want them guessing like that. No one else is. Why should they? No. That could be it. Pete, you might have something right there, dragging their feet on transferring stock out. I have to admit that if every client asked for their shares to be transferred, everybody wants to transfer their account to another broker at the same time. These firms won't be able to deliver the stock. They don't have it. They're short stock. Could be the most interesting dilemma. I know. That's right. That's right. You can't transfer what you haven't got. It would be something. That would be really something. Yeah, agree. So good. Oh. 144? Is that where we're at? 144? No. Yeah, we like that analogy. Run on the banks. If the stock was all transferred, everyone wanted to transfer their shares to another broker. It would be like a run on the bank. They don't have the stock. The emperor has no clothes. Then the SEC would have an issue. Would they ever? I don't know. I wouldn't care if GameStop went down to 90. I'd just scoop up even more. I'm not selling this stuff. Mm-hmm. Good analogy. Oh man, is there a 142 floor? I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. The stock is capable of anything at any time. Anything at any time. If you're happy picking up at these levels, step in there and pick up these levels. A lot of people are, obviously, but it's traded now 9.9 million. Let's call it 10 million shares traded on GameStop. AMC is down 48 cents to 10.18 on 36 million shares. The Dow up 305, 306. S&P up 26. NASDAQ up 7. We've had a good run so far. A little profit taking coming in right now. A little pullback on the big board, but they're up. GameStop 142.01, low of 141.27. I don't think there's an artificial wall here, but we're at this level right now, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're seeing, and we're just going to see what people are going to do. Our investors going to keep nibbling up this stock. The lower it goes, it gets cheaper and cheaper. At 300, it's one share was $300. Now at 142, you can buy 2 of them. That's the way it is. It goes to 70, you can buy 4 of them. I mean, that's the market. There comes a point where the equilibrium doesn't work anymore, and there's just way more interest in buying the stock than selling, and we get the opposite effect that we've been having here lately. But today it is down, no question about it. It's down $39.10 from yesterday's close. We cannot deny any of that. The question is, will it stay here, or will it bounce higher than this? We're gonna have to. We'll just be sitting around waiting. What's going on? One trade at a time is all we can do. We have 4,600 thumbs ups, 200 thumbs downs. We have a 23-to-1 up to down ratio on thumbs. I thank you very much. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, and keep that ratio up there or higher if you don't mind. I would love that. Thank you everybody for your support. 4,600 up, 200 down. It's beautiful. That is fabulous. I appreciate these thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you for your following of this channel, becoming members, and everything that you do for us. I love this. Jen is thrilled, blown away, and thrilled. Again, thank you guys. Let me take a look over here. I wanted to figure something out. 143.04 right now is what I'm seeing the stock doing. I wondered if we can do something. I just wanted to look something up. See if that is actually in any way accurate. Sure if that's accurate. I'm trying to find a confirmation on this story about Jeffries. What's their actual price target? Pardon me, people. I don't know if it's real or Memorex. I would like to find an official somewhere. Let's see here. We've got that name there, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there. as I attempt to literally on the fly, I'm going to try to find out what is happening on the GameStop recommendations. Okay. Looking at something called StreetInsider.com. Update GameStop price target raised to 175 at Jefferies. Talent and strategy to digitize the business. But I don't have the article. I just have a headline only. Trying to find other places where I can find this info. Where I can find legitimate coverage of this story. I'm not sure if I can find it. I'm not sure what to believe here. I can't get it confirmed at several places. I'm having trouble finding absolute confirmation of this story, if this is true or not. Looking up right now, CNBC right now, but I'm not finding a report that is as of today. I'm not finding anywhere where I can absolutely see this report. And so I'm just telling you what I hear, what I see, but I don't know if I can confirm it. So pardon me while I do the best I can. 142.37 on the stock right now. I don't know if there's a real legitimate Jeffrey's recommendation or not. Something like that would be easily detectable and should be easily found on a place like MarketWatch. They've got other analysts here, but I don't see this analyst anywhere. So not sure what to make of it. It could be just wishful thinking. It could be someone just making stuff up on the fly. I do not know. But the stock is at 142.97 right now. Volume on the GameStop shares at this point would be a total of, hang on here, get this to work properly. 10.2 million shares. That's what we have right now on GameStop shares. AMC is trading at 10.18, down 47% today. And that's what I got. The Dow is up 281, backing off a little from that high run that we just had. S&P is still up 23, NASDAQ down 1 point. So we are flatlining on NASDAQ. We're up on the other two indices at this exact moment in time. That's where we're at right now. 4,700 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 200 down. We'll take the ratio there and run with it. Thank you all. Appreciate that. We are coming in the last 7 minutes of this show. I'll be on this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time, as always, to go through the last hour of the day, and then we'll follow the first hour of the aftermarket. We'll follow what else is going on. Those of you who are members of this channel, I have an alert for you. You are about to receive a bulletin from yours truly on a stock that I am uncovering. So those of you who are members, do not be surprised if you catch an email shortly in the next 45 minutes or so from yours truly on a stock that I'm going to add to the stock list. And you might want to look at that. So those of you, again, who are members, one of the privileges you have of being a member is not only to comment on this show through my comment section, you also get to use emojis, and you will from time to time be alerted of stock picks that I come up with. And I've got one for you to consider, and I will pop that up within the next 30 minutes or so. Just after I get off the show, I have to just sit up and put it together. So bear with me and check out the recommendation, check out the stock yourself, see what you think, and if it fits your portfolio's needs, great. If it doesn't, it's okay. Anyone who's a member will automatically get that alert. And Scott, you're going to get it. Definitely get the alert. Faithful, you'll get it as well. You'll get the alert. Any of you who want to be aware of these stock picks that I come up with from time to time, if you're a member, you'll be given this information ahead of time. The rest of the channel will find out in the next few days what's going on. And that's just a little reward and a gift from me to my followers who are supporting this channel, because we are attacked all the time by haters out there, and we're trying to reward those who are supporting this channel through thick and thin. And I really Really appreciate those of you who are members of this channel. I appreciate it. Leon, Norman, thank you as well. Also to Zelos, thanks for coming in as a member. And Doug, thank you, buddy, for popping in. Jens, thank you. And Steve, thank you. You guys will all get the alert after I finish the show in the next 30, 45 minutes. Kind of look for it. You'll get an alert as a sponsor member. And so there you go. That's what we're going to do. And Tammy is saying, Jeffrey Stephanie Wisnick, 324 article, GameStop price target is 175, and the article is available on E-Trade. That's the story, apparently. Matt Lewis, you're a member too. You're going to get an alert. You'll get an alert as well, being a member of the channel, which you should all look for. Again, all of you as members of this channel, you're going to receive an alert from yours truly within about 30 minutes of me finishing this show today, but before I start my next show. And I will be adding a new stock to my stock recommendation list that you should take a good look at and decide for yourselves if you want to have it part of your portfolio or not. Philly Flasher, you're in. Also, Savvy Ninja, you're in as a member now. And Matt McQuinn, you are in too. So if you've been thinking about becoming a member and going, it's kind of fun with those emojis, I might do that. I could comment on it. Here's the real reason you want to be a member of this channel. You're supporting my channel. I'm trying to support you. It's my little way of thanking you as sponsor members to say, look, you could follow all kinds of other channels. Here's something that I can, that I'll give to you from time to time. I come across something that I think you should be aware of. I'm going to alert you on it. And hey, if you make some money on it, beautiful. The cost of being a member of this channel is $9.99 US a month. For that, you get at least 10 live shows a week. Avocado, thank you. And you'll get the emojis. And from time to time, I'll upload exclusive videos for you as well. Mario, thank you. And also to Mama Mary John. Mama Mary. Thank you, Mama Mary. It's my way of giving you something, hopefully that you'll enjoy and that'll work for you. I'm a happy guy. Thank you very much, all of you who are supporting this channel. I can't thank you enough. Jen and I have talked about this, and we are blown away by how many of you have chosen to call this home. Call this a home, a safe place to come home to. I love it. Skoll, thank you. Carl Anderson, thank you as well, Carl, for joining in. Also, 23 Killer Elf, thank you. I wanted to give this heads up now towards the end of the show. For those of you, you should be aware of this. And like I say, this is coming. Matt, thank you, Matt, for becoming a member. And also, Carrie, thank you for becoming a member of the channel as well. Those of you who can't become a member, you can become a member by coming onto this channel on your iPhone, going onto desktop mode. You should be able to subscribe that way. Otherwise, use your laptop. You can definitely become a member of this channel through your laptop easily. And welcome aboard. Jay Zander, thank you for this super sticker. And Cameron, thank you for becoming a member. Casey, becoming a member. Thank you, buddy. Alan, same to you. Thank you to you too, all of you. I appreciate that. GameStop, 146.40. A little better, isn't it? Isn't it a little better? A lot better? Not a lot better. It's just a little better. Okay. Julius, you're a member. Philip, you're in. Ricardo, you're getting an alert. You're in. The alert will be coming out to you within 30 minutes or so. I'm getting ready to shut down this show right here. Again, if you would like to get the alert of the next stock that I'm offering or I'm recommending that you may want to look into, become a member, and I will. You'll be included in the report. I will be doing this in the next 30 minutes or so. So you still have about 30 minutes to become a member before you miss it. Pavel, thank you, Pavel, for becoming a member of the channel as well. Also to Slobbery, thank you. I love that name. Slobbery, I love it. Fantastic. Jonathan, 23 members since you said it, Bruce. Well, I love you guys for that. Thank you. As I say, I'm trying to give back, and if it helps you, I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled. Any of the recommendations I make, if they all go up, I'm really happy. Of course, that makes me happier. George, you're in as a member. Also, Isaias Guerrero, You're in. James Green, you're in there, buddy. You're in. And thank you, all of you becoming members of this channel in the last 15, 20 or so minutes to catch up on, what we're up to here. That's great. Beautiful. I'm going to be on again at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So you'll catch up with me then. We'll cover the last hour of the day, and then we'll cover the first hour of the aftermarket. We'll see what's going on. Erica, you're in there. You're a member, Erica. Thank you for coming in here and becoming a member of this channel. Good luck, Charm. Thank you, too. And also to Vilbas, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. You guys are great. Love you guys. So 3 o'clock I'll be on, and we'll be on for a couple hours this afternoon. The machine is here. 007, new member. Cookbook Adventures, you're in. Mo Gaines, you're in too. Thank you, guys. Beautiful. Thank you, all of you. Many thank yous. And enjoy the emojis. Remember to use those neat emojis. If you want the stock to go up on GameStop, use the neat emojis right away. DD, you're in. You gotcha. DD, Dexpert, RD Expert, whatever it is, you're in, man. Thank you to Avant-Garde. You're a member now. Gregory, you're a member too. Hit those neat emojis, and let's see if we can run this market to the moon. 146.69 now. Come on, let's go. Luke Vanderwark, you're a member as well. Thank you for joining in. I think I said hi to Grant, or did I say hi to Gregory already? Gregory, thank you. And Luke as well. You're all members, guys. Thank you for joining up the becoming members of the channel. This is beautiful. I love it. Steve, you're in. You're in, Steve. Relax. You're in. Beautiful. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. It's been 3 hours, 2 minutes, 5 seconds. And Everything Modern and Ron Benson have arrived as well as members. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys a little bit at 3 o'clock. Keep an eye open for your alert. There's an alert coming your way not too long from now. Stand by. Jennifer, you're going to get the alert. Skylar, you're getting the alert. Stand by for your stock alert. That will be happening in mere minutes. Mr. Dunnan, Mr. D, you're in. Laura, you're here. Laura, you're in as well. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Texas Red, and Shauna and Gigi, you're all in as well. I don't want to miss any of you guys because you're just frantically trying to join here. I don't want to cut you off. It's the least I can do to acknowledge your following of my channel and support. Thank you for all this support. It is just it's overwhelming. It's just incredible. And Nirav and Parvin, you're in. You're getting an alert. All right. Fabulous, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. JGJ, you're in as a member too. Thank you guys so much. They want to rock. Yes, we want to rock. We want to rock. Yes, we do. Colin, thank you for your kind words. Spread the word, Bruce. Thank you. Everyone trying to make money here. You deserve this, Bruce. Thank you guys so much for just everything. You guys are you're great. You motivate me to get up at 3 a.m. every day to get on the air and just be here with you. It's not easy, but I'm doing it. Rose, new member. Rose, you're in to win. Beautiful. Thank you guys. And Manuel, you're in too. Beautiful. Just making sure I don't miss any of these. If at all possible in the last few minutes. Thank you guys. 4,900 thumbs ups. Thank you so much. Appreciate that as well. That really adds to momentum. Let's get me over 5,000 thumbs ups before I get off the air here. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get 5,000 thumbs ups on this show. That would be beautiful, guys. Thank you so much for nailing the thumbs up button. Get me over 5,000 thumbs ups before we shut down this show, and I'll get going on my get the stock alert out to you guys here in the next few minutes. Thank you, and all of you. Thank you. Bruce, you said the magic word. Stock tip. Click the button. Stock tip. There you go. We are at 4,900 thumbs up. So we haven't hit 5,000 yet. Come on, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Come on, hit the thumbs up. Do it. Tim Tube. Thank you, Tim Tube. You're a member. You're in. John Purcell, you're in. You're a member, buddy. You're in for sure. Here we go. Bruce, boy, you're getting up 3 a.m. for us. I'm no longer going to whine about getting up at 5 in the morning. Yeah, every day, 3 a.m. That's when my alarm is set. I get up at 3 a.m. every day to do this. RJ and JR Rails, you're in, guys. You're members. Thank you guys for popping in here. Appreciate this. This is beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you. Did we hit the 5,000 mark? Let's take a look. Yeah, we got 5,000 thumbs up. Yay! Thank you, guys. We'll see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Keep your eyes open for your stock tip. It's coming up in the next few minutes. Lana, thank you. And who cares? Who cares? That's right. Who cares? You're in. You're in to win. All right. Go take a nap after I do the stock tip. Okay, there it is. Evil Timonik and Jamie, a couple more just popped in there as I was getting ready to say goodbye. All right, there. I gotta go. All right, keep joining. If you're joined in by the time I hit the button, you'll get the alert. Don't worry about it. Run. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Just do it. Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye for now.
All right, everyone, good morning. It's game time. GameStop. GameStop chart is right here. And this is the stock that I'll be watching today. Looks pretty clear that over 150 is would be a breakout spot for a squeeze back to 160. And then 170. So we're coming up, we've got about 10 minutes to 7 a.m. Still dark here, relatively. I'm gonna turn my lights on, but 7 a.m. is when more traders are gonna come online. Of course, that's when more brokers allow pre-market trading. So I'll be watching GameStop over 150, be watching it primarily after 7 a.m. Costs, this one, these two traded in tandem. Yesterday costs, so watching GameStop here. I think it's probably going to pull back before the break of 150, but let's just see what it does. So nope, I'm in 150. I bought, and I'm going to add at 155. So adding at 52 right there. Now looking for the squeeze up to 160. Adding at 53. Watch this now. Up to 155. And then up to 160. So GameStop breaking out right here. This is critical. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Looking for an add on this over $155. That's beautiful. High of that candle is 154. So we're already seeing it starting to break out here, pre-market. I'm going to hold this and look for an add through 155. Watching. Adding there, 53.80. Back of mind target on this is a squeeze to 160. And then up over 160 to 170. This is a stock that we know has the potential to move fast. High of this current candle right there is 154. I'll hold through this pullback. Looking for the break over 155. 7 a.m. is when more traders are going to come online, so that's when we'll see more volume and then move up towards 160. That's what I'm expecting. Dip trades, I'll buy dips and then look to add on breakouts over 155. I'll go main screen like that. So the high of this candle here is 154. So new order is 156. There's a nice big bid right there, 12,000 shares, 52. 10-second chart showing us very clearly that 154 is the breakout spot. There's 54 on the ask. Looking for the add through 54 and then 55. So what we have right here is a 1-minute micro pullback. We'll let it form the pullback and then we'll catch that trade through 154. Dip trades, I'll buy. But this volume right there, that's the confirmation. The high volume on that breakout confirms that other traders are jumping into this. Looking for that move back up towards 160, 170. As a reminder, for those tuning in early, I'm going to do the morning show a little long today. For those of you guys that want to watch, GameStop is obviously a popular stock that I know a lot of people have been talking about. So I want to do a little bit of a longer morning show. I would love for you guys to hit the thumbs up. Those of you guys streaming on YouTube, watch here, 154. This is a 1-minute micro pullback. So we're looking for the break of 154. There's 154 on the ask. There's 154.16. I want to see 155. There's 154.50. Let it break out over that level. The high of this candle is 54.50. So let's see if we get that break of 54.50. Over 154.50 could be a quick break, then the half dollar, 154.50, then 155. Watch here, the break of 154. High of that current candle is 54.50. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put an order here to add over 154.50. Into that breakout. Below this pullback is 150. We still have about 6 minutes before traders who start at 7 a.m. come online. So that's where I'm waiting really for more volume to come in at 7 a.m. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we have costs here on the side. This one's also worth keeping an eye on. But GameStop is the primary stock. So I'm looking for the break through 160 and then back to 170 and then that curl maybe back to 200, back of mine potential. We'll see how far we get. Five minutes to 7 a.m. for those just tuning in. So we'll look to buy dips on this. Accumulate on dip trades, then for the next breakout, the high of this candle is 154. 154.50. Cost moving a little bit higher. I don't know if I really want to trade that one right now, but maybe. I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe small size on cost. It just has lighter volume, only 600,000 shares. High on cost was 34.70. I'm going to hold through this 5-minute pullback right here. I'll look to add on a dip. High of that candle is 51. Looking for more volume to come in around 7 a.m. So with cost trading so closely to GameStop, I wouldn't expect if GameStop is pulling back that cost is going to pop up. First 1-minute candle to make a new high would be over 51. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. It's going to be another wild day here. Buckle up. I said I'd start streaming at 7 a.m. So lock and load. Here we go. 7 a.m. GameStop. Breaking out here, back over 150 during a 5-minute bull flag. I'm watching for the break back through 154, 155, and then a move up towards 160. At 7 a.m., in 2 minutes, we're going to see more volume increase. This has been the pattern on this stock. If we go back here, go back a few days. Let's see. So I'll just show you here. So this has been the pattern. Volume increasing right around 7 a.m. There's that 7 a.m. mark. And then right here, 7 a.m., volume increasing. So that's what I'm looking for, the volume increase at 7 a.m. and then the squeeze through 154. So right now we're on this bull flag. I have my starter position and I'm looking to add on the first 5-minute candle to make a new high, which is going to be over 152.42. We have about 1 minute to 7 a.m. here. So we'll look for the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. High of that candle is 52. Thank you guys who are tuning in. As a reminder, day trading is risky in case you didn't already know that. Alright, so you shouldn't trade with real money till you've proven profitability in a simulator. Right there, 52, that's good. So watching for an ad right at 7 a.m. So watching here. Okay, so there's 7 a.m. and I'm adding right there 53. Now we're seeing volume coming in, looking for the surge through 54. Look at that volume. Watch this. So we're going to look for the break through 53, then 54, then 55. There's 52, there's 53, there's 55. Are we going to break higher? There's 55. I want to take a little off the table. Can I get the break at 55? Adding at 55 right there. Bought 2,000 shares at 55, looking for 56. So we've got 54.40 on the ask. Volume came in right at 7 a.m., just as I expected. Looking for the break through 155. There's 155. Needs to break through that level, 155. I'll add as it starts to thin out. Adding right there, 55. There's 56. There's 57. Next order, 160. Watching the break of 160. Taking a little off the table here again. New order 160. Watching a dip trade. Adding long at 60 right there. Now looking for 65. Over 63 I'll add again. Once it starts to open up and move fast, I just keep adding into the squeeze, the short squeeze. The high is 62. Adding at 62. Now looking for 65. Scaling up here for a squeeze up to 165, 170. Sold some break even just to reduce my risk. So that 7 a.m. volume bar is what I was looking for. High is 62.95. There's 63. Can we get the break of 65? I'm going to stop the rest of this position at 60 and watch for an add over 65. High of that candle right now is 64.33. New orders at 165. Sold the rest of that up about $56,000 on GameStop. Holding still a position here at 160. High of this current candle is 164. Low of this one is 159. Watching for a dip. The first proper 1 minute pullback will probably get bought up. Watching back over 164. Added right there for the break back over 164. Then looking for 65, adding at 65 right there. Now looking for 67, 68. Nice. Adding there at 66, looking for the squeeze up to $68, then 70. Watch over 67 for more volume to come in. There's 67, there's 68. I want to catch the break through that level up to $70. Sizing down on that trade. Risk was a little higher there. Now it's pulling back. I'm going to look for another dip. The high was 68. Costs moving higher as well. The high on that candle is 35. I'll keep an eye on costs. I'm going to watch GameStop. High on that candle was 68. So it's 704. I'm sitting up $70,000. $49,000 in my retirement account plus 21 over here. Cost is surging higher again. The thing on cost is that the volume is light and the spreads are big. I feel more comfortable trading GameStop. All right, so watching dips here for the next trade, 168 on GameStop. High of that candle is 167. It's extended. The risk is a false breakout. So smaller size on this trade because it's extended on the 5. But it may keep going even though it is extended. But I'm going to wait for it for a second. Watching. So that's a false breakout candle. It hit a new high and then dropped back down. You know, it's interesting because I actually have shares available to short. You can see right there, I actually could short this one. This is what the level 2 looks like. You're not supposed to broadcast real-time quotes, real-time level 2, because you have to pay the exchange for that. So if I broadcast this to everyone, I could be liable to pay exchange fees for everyone that's watching, which would be at the rate of, I think it's about $100 or $114. If we have, how many viewers do we have? 2,700. So I don't want to pay that. So that's why I don't have the level 2, but you can see my P&L position up here. Watching on this dip. So this one is one that dips down. So where's a possible bounce for a dip trade? 154. 154 would be a totally logical bounce. We got a nice breakout there from 150 to 168. So now it's time to wait for the next trade. Waiting for the next place where I think there'll be an obvious setup. We got the volume at 7 a.m., which is exactly what I was expecting. I was in ahead of that, as you guys saw. I got in for the break of 150, held through that breakout. It did come back down on me, held through the full bull flag, and then we got the squeeze up to 168. I took some off the table early in the 60s because on that trade, I got in right here, and then I held through the pullback, and the low of that pullback was, it was only 49, but you know, I was down $2, $3 a share because I was in at 52. My average was 52. So once it came back up here, if you have a trade that is a winner, then turns into a loser, when it comes back to a winner, you usually want to start unwinding it because you're grateful it's not a loser anymore. So I started unwinding it a little sooner, right at that 7 a.m. kind of surge. And it was just right at 7 a.m. You know, right at 7, it popped to 55, and then it flashed down to 50. Then it broke. And so as it broke through there, I was happy to take some off the table. So this is where we sit right now. Costs, this is forming a 5-minute pattern. The high is 35.79. I'm watching costs I'm long costs for the break of 36 here because it's obviously moving fast. Target will be $40. This is a bigger, higher, faster moving stock, so, and with lighter volume, but over 37 would be my next add on costs. So I'm adding right there at 37, adding at 37.88. I'm gonna try to ride this momentum on costs up to $40. So watch this for the next add, which would be over 37.35. There's 37.89, that's not too bad, 37.50. I'm holding 6,000 shares right now. Let's see on this micro pullback what it does. So 99% gain on costs. Sizing down a little bit, the high is 37.88, new order at 38. Kind of flashed back down after that breakout, which I don't love. So sides back down a little bit. The high of this candle is 88. I'm gonna leave an order at 38 for a dip. Added long there at 37.50 for the breakthrough 38. There's 38.50. I think on this one, smaller size is probably safer because the spreads are big. So the high of this current candle is 38.57. Adding at 38.57. Let's see, can we get that squeeze up to 40 bucks? Highs, so there's 38 on the bid. My cost basis is 37.42. The 1 minute, that was a good 1 minute pullback, right? So this was the trade here, a 1 minute pullback, and we got a nice move there up to 38.88, but now coming back down a little bit. Still watching GameStop. These are the two that I'm focused on. These two trade in tandem. But yeah, the cost spreads are tricky. The next level would be back over 38.88, so I'll put my order at 39. 10,000 share on the ask, seller on the ask there, so sizing back down a little bit more. I could do a dip trade on it, but the 5 minutes extended. So I think the primary setup here would be that it just keeps squeezing because these stocks just seem to go crazy. But high is 38.88, so we'll watch back over 38.50 on this 1 minute pullback. So we got a nice 1 minute pullback there. I'm gonna look for another one right through here. If it breaks 38.88 right now, which it looks like it might, it's not really a proper pullback. There's a 10,000 share seller that just popped up at 80. But if that breaks, then we're looking at a move to 39. Watching. GameStop, currently on a 5 minute bull flag. So it pops up, sideways consolidation, very similar to what we had on the 1 minute right here on cost. This is a technical pattern. GameStop bounces right back up. That's good to see. Costs, adding long at 38.44. Looking for the break through the flat top at 38.88. Then through 40. There's 38, there's 39. Can we get the break at 39? Adding right there. Looking for that pop through $39. So we've got 39 on the ask. Can we break through that level? Let's see if we break through 39. A little dip and then a rip through 39 would be nice. Watching for dip trades on costs. And then the pop through 39. So watch right here. There you go. There's that pop through 39. That's what I wanted to see. But didn't hold super well. Sizing back down on it for a winner, but looks like maybe a false breakout. I don't know. The high of that candle is 39.27. It's going without me. I got chopped out. I was in a little too high, and that's the problem when you get in high. Sometimes, you know, you're in high, so you're like, I can't really afford to just hold this if it dips down on me, and then it goes anyways. So 39.45 is the next high day entry, but that, of course, would be back in at the highs. So over 1 million shares, 1.8 million on costs. GameStop, it's 7:13. We have 1 minute, it's about 7:14. We have 1 minute left on this current 5 minute candle. So dialing this in, the high is 63.50. That's the 1 minute candle. This is the context here. We double bought, we basically have run into the resistance. You can see it's kind of like this arm here and this arm here. We've run into the resistance of yesterday's close, which was right around 168. So that's the level that we certainly need to break. Costs continues higher, grinding higher. The high of this candle is 39.45, leaving an order at 39.50. GameStop dipping down a little bit, and that might hurt costs because if they trade in sympathy to each other, then if one starts to dip, you'd think the other would dip. Thank you guys tuning in on YouTube and Facebook. We're doing an early morning show here because GameStop ripped up 300% yesterday. Crazy, crazy momentum. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. I'm hoping this will be the most popular GameStop video today. So I'm live streaming the GameStop price action here. I've already traded it pre-market. I'm not in any positions right now. I'm sitting and waiting for the next opportunity. So the early bird catches the worm. Now, funny enough, you know, I was thinking about getting up at 4 a.m. to see, you know, what kind of price action we'd have. So, you know what I did? I set my alarm on my phone. I set it for 3:50 a.m. 3:50, just like that. Is it coming in focus? There it is. 3:50. I was like, all right, I'll get up at 3:50. I slept with my laptop next to my bed. And I woke up at 2:30 and I had like a little bit of a headache and I was like, ugh. I looked at the clock. I was like, oh, it's 2:30. All right, go back to sleep. Went back to sleep. Rolled over again and looked at the time. My phone was off. My phone died. I didn't plug it. I didn't plug it in. I was shocked and I was like, oh my God. So I was like, you know what? That was like a divine intervention. Maybe I wasn't meant to trade at 4 a.m. So I plugged in my phone, charged back up. I checked the time, saw it was like 5:30 or whatever it was. And I looked at the price. I refreshed it on my web browser, and I saw it was at 140. And I was like, oh, 140. All right, well, I guess I'll go back to bed. So I went back to sleep. If I had seen that the price was like 180, 190, right under 200, I would have hopped out of bed. But at 140, I knew that had pulled back a little bit off the 200 high, so I was like, I'm gonna wait for it. Let's, I don't know. So I set my alarm then at 6:30, and jumped out of bed, came over here, excited like Christmas morning, knowing that we were gonna have some big action today, and sat down, started trading at like 6:45, 6:50, and that's when I started the broadcast. So yeah. So I, as it turns out, pre-market, which is what I expected, the volume would be very light. But the volume right at 6 a.m. or sorry, 4 a.m. I mean, it wasn't nothing, but it just looks like right at that moment, what I probably would have been looking for is a dip and a rip, and it opened at 153, so down 10 points. Then it pops up to 167, which was the close, basically 168. Then it drops down and kind of sells off down to 132. But I'm sure the spreads were huge. It would have been on light volume. And so if you don't get a spike right there at 4 a.m., then your next best shot is really kind of coming into 7 a.m. So what happens at 7 a.m.? That's when most retail brokers come online. Most retail traders can't trade before 7 a.m. Now, you guys see the software I'm using. I trade with Lightspeed, and they allow trading at 4 a.m. So I can trade from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. But yeah, so right here, this is actually a spot. I'm going to do a dip trade on this here at 54. The reason I'm going to do a dip trade is because this is bouncing off the previous resistance, which was right here. And so I'm expecting after that kind of strong flush that we will get a bounce. That's a strong bounce. I'm looking for the first candle to go green, the first 1 minute candle. We do still have a little room to the volume weight average price, which is 150. And I could hold it down to 150 and add off that level. So I'm gonna put another order around 150, and then I can add and look for that pop back up over 154. So we've got 153 right now, but looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which would be over 154.73. All right, so there's 155. Let's see if it bases out a little bit more over 155. So taking a little off the table for $1 a share, and then it flashes back down. Yeah. I only bought 1,000 shares on this one. 154 on the ask. It's coming a little lower. I don't like how big that red candle is on the 5. I thought it would bounce off 154, which was this previous level, so I kind of got in right as it was hitting it, and it hasn't really bounced that much off of it, but let's see what it does. High there was 155.08. So scanners are running right here. These are scanners that Warrior Pro students get. Top gappers. So I'll take a look at some of the gappers. But, you know, it's one of these things that on a day like today, all eyes are kind of on GameStop, and then COS is a sympathy name. BlackBerry and AMC, I'm not as interested in. You see the same volume spike that happened right at 7 a.m. COS actually was a nice one. I didn't get as much on that as maybe I could have. CCIV. Yeah, I mean, I see it popping up, but I don't like the daily chart on that. So still holding that small position now, just kind of keep a little skin in the game. So GameStop gapping up 69%, CKT, a bit of a gap there as well. LOTZ, I see it. So for those streaming on YouTube and Facebook, one of the nice things about being a member of Warrior Trading, you get access to my scanners here. So these are all scanners that I've built out to look for stocks that meet my criteria for having, potential to be good momentum trades. So you have access to my scanners, you have access to a private chat room, which is just for our students. And of course you have access to all of our classes. You have access to my live trading archives, and I can give you a link. I'll just show you a video here. Let's see, where's a good one? So that's the main advantage of being a member. Certainly on YouTube, when I do the morning show, you get to watch over my shoulder, you get to learn a little bit, but you don't get all the strategy that's broken down in the classes. The classes right now are 35 chapters, and I would say since I started teaching it in January, I've probably been teaching an average of 3 hours a day for 5-6 weeks now. So yeah, it's in terms of the amount of content, I would say it's in excess of 100 hours at this point, which is what you want if you really want to learn something. A 90-minute long DVD it's like reading a pamphlet on skydiving, and you go jump out of a plane, and it's not the way to do it. So yeah, so here's one. This was a live trading archive. Just while we wait on GameStop. GameStop's consolidating a little bit, so just kind of waiting on that. COS is consolidating because GameStop's consolidating. So this was the day that I traded GameStop after hours. Look at this squeeze from 150 to 188. So I'm in at 169.88 on this one. And this is what I do every day. I just keep trading. Some days are better than others. Today's already a fantastic day. Some days are slower. GameStop has been a big driver of momentum. So active momentum traders, which is not just retail traders, it's institutional traders as well. We look to buy high and sell higher. I saw one institutional firm, a hedge fund that made over $750 million on GameStop. So this is this video of it going up here. Just it's incredible. It pulls back. It does a pullback. So this is kind of that bull flag formation. And I'm still holding this GameStop position here, small size. It's down at 147. So we get this sort of consolidation. Then we look for that first 1 minute candle to make a new high. We look for that curl back up. So we're at 179 here in this video. This is from a couple weeks ago. And now look at this confirmation. Now all of a sudden, look at this candle as it breaks 180. Watch this. So it's going to break $180. Watching the break of 180. Look at this break. 20,000 shares immediately to 185. Immediately. I mean, that's like that's an awesome trade. It continues higher. Now we're looking at the first 5 minute candle to make a new high. And then we get the break over 200. Then look at the break at 200 as well. So Warrior Pro students have access to these live trading archives, so you can go back and rewatch it. And we actually did it's like a 2-hour-long case study video specifically on GameStop and all of the examples and trades I had taken on it. So this is pulled back here. So this is our real-time chart. The low was 141. We broke back below the volume weight average price. Don't love seeing that. So we did retreat from 150, from 168 back down to 150. Right now, I'm just kind of watching it. I've already made my money on it. I'm holding a 50 share position just to keep a little skin in the game so I can keep watching it, but keeps me a little more focused when I still have a position. So the low there is 41. You know, I could get maybe a double bottom trade off of 41, but it's below volume weighted average price. So let's just see what it does for maybe a double bottom trade. There's a 5,000 share buyer there, 41. So I'm going to do a dip trade at 42. So I bought the dip right there at 42. I'm looking for this double bottom. So on the chart, you can see right here, double bottom at 41. So now I want to see it back up through 45, 46. So there's 43.50. Let's see if we get the break back through 45. There's 43 on the ask, 42.70. And I'm going to hit the bid on it, lose 800 bucks. It's a dip trade.
You're right about it being, if it's boring, you're doing good. So you must be great trading because you're very rich, because you're very boring. Essential hard worker, I appreciate it. PIXY analysis. What's going on with Pixie? Looks like it gapped up and people just aren't buying it. I don't like that pattern. It's a hard pattern to really capitalize on. Broke above 3, so if he can hold 3, that's good. But it seems weird to me that it's such a high volume day and it's like barely moving.
Careful consideration. Governor spent.
Thoughts on a Dash put? Strike and expiry in your, love your work. All right, let's check out Dash. If I had to buy a put on Dash, where would I buy it? Ooh, I wouldn't. I think it's just too oversold. I think the odds are better for it finally bouncing back. The good place to get puts on Dash was this breakdown of 174. Resistance support. So right in here is where you should have got puts on Dash. Because then you could have just risked 190. Just to see how it works. Robinhood won't let me sell a call and buy a call at the same order like you did. Jaybird, if you're on the Robinhood app, in the top right corner, click select, and then it'll let you select multiple options. On Webull, you can't select multiple options right now. You have to do them individually. But on Robinhood, if you're on the phone app, on the web app, you should already be good. But on the phone app, in the top right, I think you clicked on select or shares. It's whatever that button in the top right is. And then you could click select multiple options. Do you think Sens is a good buy right now? No, I don't. No, it looks weak. It looks, maybe you could try at 270, but it looks like it's coming back down to 2. Matt, don't trade with your emotions. Also, Matt, emotionally invested in AMC GME and in an abusive relationship with Tesla. Respect. Hey, Sarah, I like to play both sides. I figure if in these live streams, if I say enough on both sides of every argument, I'll just always point to the one that is eventually right. That's a trick to any other live streamers out there. Say everything and then just focus on the ones that you're right. Tiblio EA call. Tiblio EA. Electronic Arts. I would say you might want to bail if it drops below 127. 123-ish. I don't know. It looks like they were... Yeah, pay close attention to 127. You don't want that to break down. If that holds and you play it out far enough, like those mid-Aprils or maybe even past mid-April, I think you're in a good situation. Fubu analysis daily chart bullish pennant forming. Fubu. Kind of. I mean, yes, to answer your question, you're seeing lower highs, higher lows. The stock went up. It is kind of a bullish pennant. It's a bit of a weird one because it shot up, sold off, and then shot up again. So you're right. Like, obviously, there's never like perfect technicals, but obviously keep in mind, if it breaks below 26, it invalidates the entire thing. So just be careful. Hopefully it just continues to make higher lows. On the web, Robinhood will not let me do this, neither on Webull. You can spread, but it has specific names that are more confusing because it's not manual. Wait, hang on. What were you saying about Robinhood, though? On the web Robinhood. So if you guys are using Robinhood, it doesn't let you just like pick. I'm just using RKT as an example. So if you guys are selecting, what just happened there? I just want a stock. So it doesn't let you select multiple. Like I literally just click on the plus and then I click another one. I'm switching. Are you switching from buy to sell? Like I buy one, sell one. I'm not really sure. I don't think I enabled anything fancy with it.
Armstrong to become a decabillionaire. Now, here's TJ. We were having this conversation. Do you want to like talk about what we were talking about?
GME coming back around. Nice. AMC also looking decent.
Having a million, it almost takes me.
What are the odds of AMC and GME squeeze at this point? I think it's borderline mathematically impossible to put like an odds on it. Like it's never been that high of a chance, but the fact that it's above 0 is why I'm still in it. Is the chance of these two squeezing dead? Absolutely not. The chance of a squeeze is still a thing, but I'm not saying it's like, oh, 90% chance of it happening. I'm not saying it's that high. But it's still a chance. To put an actual statistical amount on it, it's just impossible. It's literally just a random guess at that point. But GameStop coming back. Were there any other interesting? I forgot that I have, actually, I forgot I had this Robinhood account. So I could do more Tiblio plays if we see anything of interest. I already played FNKO, so I can't do that, even though I want to. EA, Electronic Arts. So that is coming today. That's a weird bet. I'm not really in love with it. EDU and Tall. I'm kind of interested in those. Tall, how's that one looking right now? Weak sauce. How is EDU looking? So everyone's just like apparently betting against these like online education companies right now as like a sector, which is such a weird sector to discuss. Big bets against online education. Oh wait, what was the one I said I hated? GoPro. That, well, not hating it, it's just the chart looked weak. Oh, we're betting against GoPro. GoPro, we'll play it down. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm betting GoPro. Trade GoPro. Buy puts. We're betting on it going down. The 9th, the 16th. I guess the 9th. Oh, these are cheap. Descent move. They don't have that much of a gain though. Continue. Move. And 15. Let's go for it. Long put betting against GoPro. I'm giving myself time. April 9th. I mean, this chart. I'm just looking for that gap fill. Like, it seems like a very easy play down to 11, down to 1080. When someone was asking about that, I initially right away I was like, man, I want in on that. I just didn't want to burn more day trades. I don't think I got the fill though, unfortunately. Okay, I'm not getting my fill. Why not? Okay, I'm trying to bet. Hang on, let me try to figure it out on my phone for a second so you guys can see these charts. Basically, I just want that. I want to bet against GoPro. Nothing against GoPro. The chart just looks weak. All right. Where is it? G-Pro. I should have moved up my place. You guys already front running me on it. All right, I got to fill at 28 cents just to show, because I like to show all my trades. So you guys can make fun of me when I lose and ignore me when I win. But right there, GoPro. April, whatever, 9th. I bought 25. They cost me 28. I'm betting against it. I don't think it's a day trade. I'm just looking for this easy gap fill. RSI is overextended. To me, this is just such a layup of a play. But who knows? Maybe it'll be my next Tesla if you're lucky to watch my mental torment. First comment I read, bought 600 shares of GoPro, thanks. Hang on. There we go. Okay, level 3. So if you're having an issue making spreads on Robinhood, you might have to get up to level 3 options trading. You can only do long options if you're on level 2. You may need to turn on level 3 after qualifying for level 2. Thank you. That's a good point. Okay, so you might have to upgrade your options ability. Should be in your account settings. Oh, that makes sense. Loss of interest on online education now that the world's going back to normal. Daryl, that's a very good point. And every university ever is setting up. Yeah, so more competition. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Look at all you big brains. All right. What's going on here? I kind of want to check in on TME. Oh, that's so bad. TME has been brutalized. It happened today. Something had to come out of TME. Wait, what? This is the 5-minute. Oh wait, it's just not showing it's after. So here's the day. So it's just sold off all day. I thought that was a weird midday sell, but it's just something's going on there. How everything else is flat. I mean, GameStop, it did break out above 154. We have a little bit of resistance at 158. I'm not putting too much emphasis on it. I like this turnaround though. Let's see if there's any follow through with it. What was the other one? SABR. How's that looking today? Kind of doing nothing. What else do we have? TME. What else is moving? DLPN. How's that looking? Coming back. DLPN looking strong. TCAT. How's that looking? TCAT looking weak. Very low volume for TCAT relative to the past couple of days. What other movers do we have? How's Apple doing? Apple. How's Alibaba doing? Alibaba down. I really think Alibaba is like a $300 stock. What do we have past Alibaba?
So much weird stuff has been happening.
How the Q's doing? Weak. Tech sector is weak today. How's our insurance company doing? Lemonade. Appian. Weak stuff. Let's go back to the SPY. All right, just seeing what's going on. 12:30. Rocket fuel break, guys. Don't forget to hydrate. Highly important. Update on Fintel. Oh, this is the thing on page 15. Where's page 15? The 10K that they filed, I don't think that they're calling for a short squeeze. I think they literally just defined what a short squeeze is. So I wouldn't put in a crazy amount of emphasis on it. Is there anything going on here? GameStop failed to mention possible stock offering on conference call. Next rip or further sell-off. Traders choose the latter after digesting GameStop earnings. Shares the video, blah, 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 blah. Missed. Okay, we knew that. I mean, I don't know. I think it's fear-mongering. AMC flat at 1020, GameStop 151, market hanging out at 392. GoPro, Enco. Okay, did I reload these? So, hang on, let me reload these. As of, I think this is up to date. 2.2 million left on AMC. Short shares available. GameStop is 4,000. Crazy, crazy low. Okie dokie. Oh, sorry, team. I am very behind on these chats. Let me rip through some of these super chats. Did you sell your FNKO? Yes, I locked in 120 profit. Small little bunt trade. But small little bunt trades add up. Not every trade you make, you're going to be knocking out of the park. Looking for some not financial advice. Okay, we talked about EA, blah, 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 blah. We talked about Boo Boo. Thoughts on MSTR LiveX, price to buy, VIAC. I mean, VIAC is getting its teeth kicked in. I wouldn't think about buying it. I mean, it's just day one. You never know how this is going to go. If you love it, maybe target 65. I like it better at 60, but this is bad. MSTR, MicroStrategy is pretty good. I would still look for this gap fill up to 8, whatever this low is, 865. I think that's possible. Huge range, maybe a nice dip buy at 600. I think MicroStrategy is a nice dip buy at 600. And for your other one, LIVX, be careful with this one. This is the company that emails me to pump and dump their stock, so please be careful with this. If you're up money, you might want to lock in those profits. I think the rug will get pulled one of these days. KLAC bounced up and it looks like it's currently in resistance at 310. Thoughts on April 16 320 calls? Does it look bullish? It's an awkward in between. You might get that breakout, or it could be a head and shoulders, a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, and then it sells off. I would want confirmation of a breakout above 318 to see if it goes, and then if it does, at that point, you could play the 340 strikes. Gabriella, I hope you crush those GoPro puts. Hey Matt, HOFV, DLP are matching almost exactly on the way down, but DLPN pushes $4 up. HOV does nothing. Total or cut losses early. I mean, it's so tough to comment on these just because it's like the new craze right now is all these NFTs. And like before, I thought TCAT was going to be dead, and then it just runs a whole nother day. Like this stuff, it's just pure gambling, these NFT plays right now. So it's just how lucky do you feel? I don't think they're really in the world of technical or fundamental analysis. Matt, TSMP is OTC but able to trade on Webull and rumored to be moving to NASDAQ soon. I oddly enough have it at 402 average 3-month chart. Thoughts? TSNPD. It's looking like it's swinging back. I like that, actually. I think there's a realistic chance it could test $5. I really do. After this breakout, yeah. It's swinging back. It's getting some bullish momentum. People must be excited that it's coming back to the NASDAQ exchange. That's typically a good sign. So I would hold a bit longer for sure. Hey Matt, how do you think the Suez Canal will be being blocked for 2 days so far will affect the global markets? Do you think we'll see an impact on markets? Curtis, to be completely honest, I had no clue that canal was blocked. I don't think it could be good if that's a big shipping thing. But overall, even though it's been blocked, obviously the S&P 500 is still pretty high. So it doesn't look, I don't think it's going to be really permeating throughout the markets. We're still pretty high up. How do you feel about a $3 call for Sens April? Don't like it. I mean, Sens right now looks weak. I would like a 250 put better than I would like a $3 call. It's just looking a bit weak. Mr. Boule here. Hang in there, Moon Gang. By the way, is there a cup and handle forming on GME? Have a... Bless this on me. Kind of on GME. I mean, I don't know what time frame you're on. On the daily, there is a cup and handle. If we get the handle formation up to 280 on this intraday, we could be getting a little cup and handle. Cup, handle, 155 breakout. That could be cool. I just don't know what time frame you're really looking at. They already cleared that ship. It's not open now. Okay, so it sounds like the canal's open. Matt, hope you're having a great day. Watch every day. Love the community. Joined you on GoPro 25x. We are making money, apes. Irish. That's awesome. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. My account went from 5K to 18K to 300. I thought I was done and figured it all out. You'll load everything on one Tiblial call put every week. I'm back to 1K. Freddie, you madman. I love it. Bought 1,000 shares of AMC at 11.26 yesterday, but TD hit me with a wash sale notice, and now my cost per share raised to 15.20. Have you heard of this before? No. Wash sale is more of like a tax implication. Shouldn't change what your like average is. Got 1.K to invest long term. Any ideas? Tesla, Apple? I like both of those for the long term. Why not split half-half? 800 on Tesla, 800 on Apple. That's one potential option. HPR, your thoughts? HPR. Looks pretty weak. It might be turning back around. Above 6. Maybe played up to 715. What's this company even do? High Point something. Pretty brutal sell-off, but now it's finally looks like the bulls might be stepping back in. So I'd lean bullish on it. Newer to options trading, any tips for deciding when to lock in profits? Find myself with FOMO is if I sell too early and miss more money. That's a common psychology thing with options. It's pretty painful to take options and then you see it run even more in your favor. Just start out slow and just have a goal of like, okay, I want 10%. See if you could do that a certain amount of times in the row and then try to make it a little bit bigger. You you can make more money and also lose more money on more volatile stocks. So you can't apply the same option strategy to every single stock because every stock moves and it behaves differently. So per stock, you can get a plan, but you're going to have to change that based on the volatility of the stock. Please check question on Discord. Okay, yes. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Matt, great time to start covering dumb-mates into smart traders. Okay, Matt, you mentioned this earlier, and I already thinking of doing it. I take it as a sign because it's obviously not financial advice. I want to stick with one stock to trade options with as I learned. I reviewed my history, and I've done really well with Riot options. Would love any thoughts and advice you can offer. Also, thanks for calling me a pretty decent poker player yesterday. Lost $70 of my winnings after you said that. Please tell me how bad I can blow at my card. Yeah, so one stock, like for you, like one alone might be kind of tough because sometimes a stock might not move. So you might want a small group, maybe like 3 or 5. So pay attention to Riot, which is in the Bitcoin sector. Maybe you want to pay attention to Disney as a recovery play. Maybe you want to pay attention to Southwest or American Airlines or Delta in the travel world. Like, I would pay attention to a couple just so like if one isn't moving, you're not completely bored. But like just a set of like, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there, but 3 to 5 stocks that like every day you're reviewing their chart, you're checking the news on them, and just get really comfortable with like a certain set of stocks. And just so if something's moving, you can make some money on that. Good for you though with killing Riot. I've had the worst of luck with Riot, but I think it's a smart play to kind of get used. If you're trying to learn about options, apply what you're learning about options to a set of stocks that you know intimately. Your stream isn't advertising again. Had to look for it. Usually it pops up on my front page for YouTube. Just want to let you know maybe algo got messed up. Thank you, Mike. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys having issues finding it? If you guys could drop a like. I mean, there's 9,000 of you in here, which is decent numbers. But if it would be awesome, I would appreciate it if we could drop 700 more likes to 750 more up to that $5,000 mark. Just a fun psychological level to get to. Obviously, dropping a like is completely free. Same with subscribing. That's all the support I ask for. I know it gets annoying to remind you, but when I see it in my own metrics. The days that I don't remind anyone, the numbers are a lot lower. So if you want to show me a bit of love, a bit of support, drop that like, drop that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, sign up for Webull. All those things are completely free. Matt, look at your GoPro position. Why? What's it doing? There's no way. Is GoPro moving that much? It probably hasn't moved much, has it? Oh, wow, it has. Already up 64% on GoPro. Oh, that's hilarious, team. Team. Good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Thank you for bringing my attention to that. There we go. 4,700. We can crush it. Thanks, team. We can crush it. Eder, I would highly suggest doing it with stocks just so you don't get insanely bored. Do it with stocks that are more popular in the options world. Like Tesla's very popular in the options world, but that's expensive, so maybe not the best one. Microsoft, those are good ones. You can trade good lot sizes. Riot is popular, but some stocks, like their options market is just weak. Like people just aren't interested in it. So the ones that you're trying to do it on, it'll make your life easier if it's just like a more exciting market to be in. Like as in there's more options being traded and stuff. There we go. 4,800. We're crushing it. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, if you are right now hitting that subscribe button because of this stream, like if you're new to the stream and you're like, hey, I really like what that guy in the duck shirt spitting, let me know. Comment Moon Gang. I'll try to give you guys a shout out, just showing a little bit of love because your support is literally the reason why I can do this. So in downtimes like this, we might as well have a bit more fun of community interaction. That's hilarious. Where is this GoPro thing? We're just looking for that gap fill. I don't even want to take profits until right here. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll take some profits. I bought 25, so maybe I'll sell 5 down here at 11.25, and then I'll sell the others or some of the others at 10.75. I'm just looking for this gap fill play. It's like a ball. Throw the ball up, coming back down. Oop, 4,900. We're getting close. 100 more. You guys are the absolute best. All right, who's joining in? Hashtag Moongang, D Moons. Prince Gaming. Shout out, shout out. Moongang, J Hammy, the Golf Nut, J Deep. Thank you, thank you. David, 2 Davids. Zom, I hope you own Zom. Shout out to everyone joining. I appreciate it. We're on that. We're on the road. One day we'll grow the Space Apes to 1 million. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, but day in and day out, I'm not going anywhere. I just have too much fun. Please tell me you didn't sell your Viacom put. I did. I locked in about 1,500. Is it still selling off? No, it's bouncing back now. I mean, I feel like I got pretty close. I sold one right away. I sold another one around here just below 80. And then I got the 1,000 fill closer to 74. I mean, Viacom is still looking weak. If you're in Viacom and you're like, man, should I have taken profits? It's still looking weak. But for me, I've gotten into a bad habit because of this stream. I'm trying to make every trade like a home run. And that's just like not my style. I don't like trading like that. It's tough for me to trade like that because you're not going to make every trade a home run. So I'm trying to get back to more of like the core basics of like, you see a good setup, you don't get too greedy with it, you stick to your plan and you take your money. All Brick, I'll take a shout out. Well, there you go, All Brick. New sub here, dropped a like. Thank you, Gary. Mario. Mario, good luck, man. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. What do you do? What did you do with your TCAT? I still have my TCAT. Hang on, I'm already behind on these super chats. Joseph, this is a good question. What does it mean when no more GME short stocks are available? It just means that you can't, like, there's no one's renting out the short shares. It means people will have a tough time making new short positions. It means someone else needs to cover so you can borrow it to short it. You can't just like infinitely short a stock. You have to be able to borrow from someone. And right now, no one seems to be able to borrow it. Pow day trade. Any others to cover AMC losses? How's Pow looking? Pow, 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 pow. Pow, 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 pow. If I had to trade, I don't think Pow's that good of a day trade. It's just lower highs, higher lows, just consolidating. But depending on what goes on politically, sometimes ammo stocks or like guns, rifle-based stocks can have good movement both upward and downward. Rick added 300 GME at 148. Tell me I'm not smooth-brained. 300s. Rick, what's your expiration date? Do I see a cup and handle on GME? Wishful thinking? I mean, it might be. We just need to actually see a legitimate handle. Wash sales are enacted by major brokerages to simplify tax documents by not listing all trades for the same stock within 60-day period. Thank you, Pilot. We checked out GoPro. Kyle, thank you for becoming an astronaut, joining up. I love it. I appreciate the support. We're going to the moon, brother. Why can't I buy a $5 put option on HYMC 416? It just says it's working but never fills. Help me, young Skywalker. That sounds like a tech issue if your trade's just not going through. You might want to kill the app and restart. Hey Matt, I have a $10 call option expiring 416 on CRS. Sell now or wait. Your thoughts based on the chart, not financial advice. CRIS, you have a $10 call option. I mean, 416, you're giving yourself enough time, but right here, just a perfect double top at 13. Comes up, trades sideways, reject it again. It might be coming back down, and it could just trade sideways and kill you with premium burn. So if you're in profit, you might just want to sell now, because like the last time it got rejected off of 13, it did nothing for quite a while. And every day your stock does nothing with a call or a put, that's a premium burn day.
The first book. Oh, my son.
Hang on. I need to switch this to 840. I did the math wrong. 840 will be a 20% gain. Okay. I don't even know how I came up with 8. Because it's not 10%. 10% would be 770. 840 is 20%. I don't even know how I came up with 8. TP, GY already paying off. Oh. CRCIS. Okay, we talked about that. Carlos. Bought BKR, $22 call. Let's go and hang on. Bought BKR, $22 call, April 21st call, 94 cents. It's at 103. Can you help me understand the correlation between the dollar move of the stock and my penny move of the option? So that's all going to be based, Steven, that's the Greek value. If you just look at, whatchamacallit, what are we looking for? Your delta. Basically, your delta is how much you make per dollar move. So that's all in the Greek values. Honestly, Steven, you'll understand it way better on this channel, on my channel. I made a video just called The Greeks and explains all the Greek values, and you'll better understand how options move. Honestly, I have a whole playlist on this channel called Trading Options. Obviously, it's all free. Check those videos out. It's a great place to get started. It really is. I mean, and it's free. Like, I don't know, all you're gonna, unless you hate it, like all you're gonna do is waste a bit of time. But I have some options. I explain all the terminology, what the Greeks mean, some trading strategies for options. It's all on this channel. My videos, like my presentation, is a bit cringe, but it's great information. It's worthwhile to check out. Looking for a career change into data science or analyst. Any thoughts? Certs or masters? How was it leaving software engineering? Data science, it's growing rapidly. You can get a stupid amount of money. I think data, like science, analytics, it's smart. I know some colleges and stuff are starting to offer masters. I was working on my master's in statistics before the world went belly up to get into data analytics. I like legitimately wanted to do it on Wall Street. But then, I don't know. I think this is a smart move. HS, data analytics, data science. It's growing. It's super popular. You can make a lot of money. William Lane, thank you for that super chat. Retracted. Please check oil. Where is it going? All right, let's check oil. Just if you guys are for some weird reason curious about the oil futures market, it trades under the contract CL. It's been strong. It took a breather. Now it looks like it's bouncing back. I would say oil is still pretty bullish. Nice bounce off of 57. The RSI had a chance to cool off. I think oil is going to come back with vengeance, which is good for your Slumberjay, your Marathon, your Gush, all the oil-based stocks. I think they're already dipping, and I think they're about to rip again. Jack Harris became an astronaut. Shout out to Jack. Oh, you added 300 shares, Rick. No expiration, no margin. We're both smooth-brained. Let me go back to your original one. So you added 300 at, I think you said 158? 148. So right where you are, I mean, I don't know. I like it. I think GameStop and AMC are both so overextended in the bearish direction that even if it doesn't squeeze, I think we see a realistic reversion bounce. I think you're good. Everyone should know that I'm kind of a big deal. If you want to know when I'm buying something, ask when I did and buy it in lower. Quite miraculous. I love that. I feel the same way sometimes, Sarah. Just moved from Robinhood to Webull finally with your invite. Hey, I appreciate that. Thoughts on XON down to 28? Also, I love the outdated Webull. Vikram, I've been telling you, man. So after your follow-up one, when you told me about the update, I clicked on it and it doesn't do anything. Does it tell me in here? Right here. I will show you. Check for update. It doesn't like... I'm on 3.3214. Like, I can't update it. It says current version. I've tried so many times to update it. I think I have the most up-to-date version. I think you're pulling my chain, man. Hang on. Where are my stocks now? I just want everyone to know that I have very much tried to get the latest version of Webull, and I think I'm on it. I think Vikram's just messing with me. Oh, but anyway, back to XONE. Looking weak. For your question, I would look for the bounce off of 24. Wells Fargo moving up, WFC. I mean, all financial companies have been doing well recently. Maybe a nice risk reward play off of 38. RSI, bearish divergence though. The stock went higher, the RSI didn't. So less bullish momentum here than the whole trip up. Maybe 4 days could be enough for consolidation, to be fair. It could rip from here. I don't know. If you get in, I would use 36 as your risk point. That's how I would personally play it. Why is my put losing money when the stock is going down? This is a great question. Remember, when you're talking about call options or put options, they get their value from a lot more things beyond the value of the stock. It's the time until the expiration and also volatility and then the stock. Those are three of the many things. They're the three most important things. So even if the stock trends in your direction, but the volatility dries up, or if you're getting closer to your expiration, your option is inherently less valuable. There have been times where I bought a put and the stock shot up, but it shot up in such a volatile manner that the volatility got juiced, as people say, and I actually was in profit even though the stock was moving against me. Options pricing, like you're going to hear about the Black-Scholes model and all that stuff. Options pricing is like a pretty complex subject. And you should just know that there's other things besides the value of the stock that goes into pricing. It's not like a perfect linear one-to-one thing. I am in 50 shares of GME at 155 a pop. How worried should I be? I'm hoping bounce may happen at some point. Me too. I mean, I'm just holding. I have my shares. My share average, I'm down like 8K on GameStop options on my most recent ones, but it kind of cancels out because the last time I locked some in, I was up 8K. So my GME options have canceled each other out, but I'm in GME. I own shares at 156, so I'm down slightly on those. But for me, I'm treating GameStop and AMC very different from any other stock. I'm hodling it. I'm diamond handing it. I'm not selling. I'm up 185% on my GoPro play. Look at me making money watching videos on the interwebs. Joseph Lang, I love that. GME, AMC are likely to have more mini squeezes. My DD, math, short shares available. It's a delay tactic. There is no float. Continued on my next super. All right. Thank you, El Randall. Is TPGY really that weak? Is it a short ladder attack today? Anyway, I learned so many things from you. Thanks. Hope have a good day. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's another one I'm betting against, unfortunately. Looks like you and I have different. TPGY. This was a Tiblio put that I think I'm up on. Yeah, I'm up 13% on it already. The reason I haven't captured gains is because I don't want to burn another day trade. But I'm up on TPGY. That was a Tiblio put. I don't know why, but I bought what did I buy? 17.5s for mid-April. Nice return already. Tendies on me if you copied that. Tesla's breaking down. I should be in profit pretty soon. Especially if it capitulates. TPGY. Yeah, it is looking weak. I'm just looking for it to tag 15, 1450. This is where I'm looking to take my profits on TPGY. What's GoPro doing now? Man, I'm still just looking for this gap fill. First target is 1125. That's where I'll sell some. Next target is 1075. Oh, shut the front door. I'm up $40 on Tesla. I'm rich. I'm rich. I'm so freaking rich. I'm up $30 on Tesla. I'm up $30 on Tesla. I'm rich. I'm rich. All right, back to business. What's Viacom doing? What's TCAT doing? What is TME doing? TME got its teeth kicked in, team. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm up $69 on Tesla. It's like it was meant to be. Oh, thanks for the 5,000 likes, team. Cheers. Cheers. Actually, excuse me for a second. I need more coffee. An important 1/3 aspect of my diet. Other third, cold coffee. The final third, recently it's been Chex Mix. If I'm being honest with you. I just love Chex Mix. Like, who doesn't get excited to eat those little rye chip things? Ugh, I can't make it a mess with my freaking coffee. Also, I'm not getting the lower lumbar support I want from chair today. What's Spy doing? Spy doing a whole bunch of nutting. All right, back to the questions. Back to the business at hand. The pattern is established. If we buy the dips and wait out of the money calls for May, July, we will continue to until 420.69 rocket fuel moon gang. Man, El Rando, I'm like right there with you. I just want these things to have a disgusting rip. I really, really do. We'll see how it goes. Got smooth brain during your stream yesterday. Got $71 VIAC put. 423 expiry. Best to wait until in the money or sell or take today's profits. Joshua, I mean, that's up to you. It's a tough call. Just because, like, with such a brutal sell-off, why does it always go to VIAO? People are going to look at this of one of two ways. They're going to see it tomorrow and panic, and it's going to sell off more. Or they're going to be like, hey, this is a great dip buy, and we're going to go in. So if you had multiple puts, I would say lock in half. and like then you could see, like you could risk tomorrow and see how it plays out. But for me, I'm happy with my gains. I've been in such a bad pattern of like holding on too long. So for me, I was happy with my gains and I took them. But that's just all me. Like VIAC could easily continue to sell off to like the low 60s tomorrow. I have no idea. It could also come back and just gap fill up to 90. It's just, I had considerable profits and I was very happy with them. I know that doesn't directly answer it, but for me, it's just tough. Like, you're in considerable profits right now. So now it's just a question of, like, I don't know, is it greedy or not? And you're not going to, unfortunately, know the answer to that until it's already over. The stock market's way easier with hindsight bias. Please, people, don't cry about GME, AMC. I'm down 40K in the last 30 days, and there are people who are down even more. Thanks, Matt, for the positivity. Hey, team, this is all about positive vibes. You want to know how I know GameStop and AMC aren't over? It's because the good guys didn't win. We didn't win yet, so how could it be over? That's when stories end, is when the good guys win. Unless you watched Man on Fire, that Denzel Washington movie, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen that movie, you might want to cover your ears. But the good guys did not win at the end of that. That's the only exception, though. Genuine question. If everyone agrees that GME squeeze is better than the AMC squeeze, why not focus all money into GME? That's a good question, but I also don't think that a lot of people think GME is not going to do as well as AMC. So for me, that's why I played both. I don't think there's like a mass consensus that GME will squeeze harder than AMC. Matt on Fire. $33 put on XPEV expires 4/1. Where do you like the bottom? Not financial advice. Thanks. You are the man. Hey, you're the man. Easy. 25. God is a freak and schizophrenic. Interesting name, but for 4/1, I would play that out a little bit. Get it as close to 25 as you can. Can I hear you say Tesla? Tesla. We're making some money on Tesla. What's going on, Ralph? Hey, Ralph, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but I just want to publicly say to everyone that Ralph and I have absolutely no issues. We are actually speaking a little bit this morning. I checked out more of his channel. I like what he does. You guys should check out his channel. He's another space person with us. Ralph and I are completely good. Don't worry about it. I don't even want to address it, but Ralph, check that channel out. Ralph Castandia. How do you possibly say your last name? Castandia. Canada. Ralph Canada, folks. That's a joke. But nope. He is an ape along with all of us. Wants the best. Thoughts on EA and TAP on Tiblio? EA and TAP, though. Well, wait. Triple X. TAP was a put play, right? No, it wasn't. Where was TAP? Oh, wait, yeah, it was. Molson, the cores. Molson cores. You really want me to short my own company? I am the heir to the Molson beverage kingdom. That's a lie. I wish I was. I wouldn't be doing this if I were. That's for damn sure. Nice rejection off of 50. If you're playing puts on it, just use 50 as your risk. Easy peasy lemon squeezies. Rejection. Play, tap, back down. I would target. You should buy the 48s. Like if you were playing the puts on tap, buy the 48s for a month out, but I would target to try to take profits closer to 46, 44. Overall though, this stock doesn't really have amazing range, so I'm not like really in love with it. What was the other one? EA? A bit more weak. Electronic Arts. I kind of like it actually. Hang on, let me see. I can't believe this has already played out so well on GoPro. Let me see the option spread for EA. So EA. Wait, no, wait. I'm getting it backwards. EA is calls, right? Where is EA? So TAP was puts, EA was calls. Yeah, Electronic Arts. Don't like it. If anything, it looks a little weak to me, like it might be coming back down to 127. So I don't like that. I was about to buy puts on it, in fact, but the fact that I see there's so many people betting on calls, I don't want to bet against that big money. So no trade for me. Hey Matt, comparing K to WEAT on daily chart, it seems like the opposite move. Am I high? I don't know, are you? K. What does K do? Kellogg. What does wheat look like? No, I would say you are right. They are almost inverted charts. Weird, interesting. And because of that, I guess if it's like a weird disconnection like that, you might best avoid it. I'm so excited, I'm so scared. Any idea why SABR is up today? $14 puts for 416. I don't know. I guess people are just buying it. It's still weak though. Like this is still a weak looking chart. I still feel good about it coming to 14, maybe even 13. It's 4 red days. It's okay to have 1 green day. Not every trade is perfectly gonna trend in your direction when you want it to. What do you think about prestige worldwide? I think I love it. I mean, the first time you watch Step Brothers is like one of the funniest experiences of your life. I love Step Brothers. I know Will Ferrell is a divisive comedic character. Like it seems like people think he's funny or they absolutely hate him. I fall into the camp of thinking he's downright hilarious. Like I truly do. The other guys, Step Brothers, Eurovision on Netflix. I don't know how you can watch those movies and not crack up. Like they're so funny. But that's my own opinion. Probably the most divisive thing I've said all day. Oh, version 4 is an entirely separate download from the Weeble site. My bad. You can't update 3 to 4. Well, now I'm embarrassed. VSTO, better ammo play. Thank you, Mad Bear. Tiblio is really showing TAP being shorted. Read is good. Can you talk a little bit about what you like in different time frames for the chart when doing technical analysis? I want to start doing my own TA, but have no idea where to start. Yeah, no, that's a really good question. So what I look for is multiple time frames. So basically, like if I like a stock and it's trending upward on like say the daily or some larger time frame, on a shorter time frame, I want a moment of weakness. So I want basically the larger time frame to prevail, and I'm trying to get in on a quick momentary weakness to ride it back up. And then obviously vice versa. If it's coming down and I want to short it, I'm looking for a momentary strength to get the short in and then continue to ride it down. So I like to look for like mismatches in the overall trends from different time frames. But the more time frames you look at, I would argue the better. Can anyone shed some light on the asking price in the tens and the thousands? Okay, Ape1, I think you were asking before about the ask. So right here on the level 2, you see the bid and the ask. The ask right here is the lowest value seller, and the bid is the highest buyer. And as soon as those meet, that's when a trade actually goes through. Bids, the highest buyers. Ask, the lowest sellers. So like for example, what is this stock even? What am I on? I'm on SABR. So if I wanted to sell SABR at $28, well, that's great, and I could put that order in, but that doesn't mean it's going to get filled because there's so many people willing to sell below me. Here, 1476, 1477, 1478. And so on the ask, the most important bid and ask, basically bid highest buyer, ask lowest seller. That's the easiest way to think about it. Okay, so I definitely do need to update Weeble. I'm the crazy. Turns out I'm the problem. I hope that answers you, Ape1. Ape, if I confuse you more, please just ask another question. So basically, the way to read this, let me go over to AMC. So right here, the way you could read this is at $10, there's a wall of 24,000 buyers. Like someone's trying to buy, or a group of people, the aggregate is out there, they're trying to buy 24,000 shares exactly at $10. So that's a wall of buyers. Right here, we have a wall of sellers at 10.11. They're trying to sell 17.3 thousand shares at $10.11. But right now, the lowest buyer or the highest buyer is 10.03 and the lowest seller is 10.04. Hey, look at, oh wait, no, I lied. Hey, I sold one Tesla. I took profits on Tesla. I bought at 7 and I sold one at 8.40. 140 bucks there, right there on Tesla. I just broke the trend of never making money on Tesla. And the other one's up 200 bucks. You heard that right. Clip this. YouTube, Matt just made money on Tesla. Shut the front door. We pay money to see Matt lose money on Tesla. That's why we put up with those 5-second ads. I need Matt to lose. Well, to all you naysayers out there, that 140 bucks is mine. Man, what a money-making day. I think I've almost locked in 2,500 in gains and realized, all right, so I'm not playing EA. GoPro, how's this one looking? This is so funny that it shot up so quickly. That's very rare. I got in like here and then whoop. I have one Tesla put left over. I like keeping you guys on your toes. As soon as you think I can never make money on Tesla, bam, make money on Tesla. Okay, so anyway, we really went off. That's all because of you, Jackie. That all started with answering the question of prestige worldwide. Hey Matt, what is a good percentage to take profits on an option call? By the way, option calls have been good to me so far. I mean, it's all up to you, your own goals. It's stocks move differently. Like a 10% gain might be nothing on Tesla, but could be huge on SABR. All stocks have different volatility, so it's tough to answer that as like a blanket statement. Hey Matt, my GoPro put options keep getting halted on Weeble. Do you know what's going on? Shane, what do you mean halted? I've never heard of options being halted. Stocks can be halted, but I don't know what you mean of whatchamacallit being halted. Options. I cry every time I see Man on Fire. Own APHA Tilray when the merger officially happens. 420. What do you predict the price will do? Do we already see an increase when it's announced? Yeah, I think it's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news. I think there's going to be rumors of it, and then it's going to run up in that. And then when it's actually announced, I think we'll see a bit of a sell-off. Things I've learned from Matt. Avoid anyone named Greg. Gregs are unpredictable anomalies of mutant nature. Chair is not just furniture. Death by chair on upswings. 3 ducks. I love that. Celtic. 15 GME at 292 average. Buy more or average down or wait. If I were you, I would look to average down. I don't know at what price. Obviously, the lower the better for you to average down, but that's a pretty high average, 292. My account down 60%. I quit. It's not a loss unless you sell the Empire. Costs is heavily shorted, but that's also it's heavily shorted because it's getting destroyed. Like the shorts are winning on it. If I had to play cost right now, I would myself try to short it down to like 13, something like that. I mean, cost doesn't look too good. Most of the time when people are taking heavy short bets against the stock, most of the time they're right. Most of the time the stock does sell off. So when you guys see something is like heavily shorted, yeah, it could short squeeze, of course. But statistically, most of the time the stock gets its teeth kicked in. What do you think about Ruby? I think it looks good. I mean, I don't know what it's doing. It's in the world of biotech, but this breakout above 26 looks strong. If you're in it though, you have to use 23 as your closest risk. You ever look at my Bitcoin bear market starting? I did, Colt. I really did. So hang on, what is this? So I looked at your stuff, Colt. I checked that out, and honestly, I see what they were saying. I see where they're coming from. But on the flip side, my outlook on Bitcoin and Ethereum is so long. I just want to buy shares now and hold it for like more than a decade. So like it could go into a bear market. Bitcoin could fall, I don't know, whatever, 20K, sure. But for me, I'll just buy more because like I'm in it for the long haul, and I think crypto in the long run will be so great. Like it's going to be a great long-term winner that like I don't mind that much what it does now, the next year, the next couple months, because I'm just going to be in it for quite a while. Holding 4,250 shares of AMC at 11.10. Let's go. They on sale right now. AMC, GME, Moon Gang. I love that, Anthony. What are your feelings on NFT such as HOFV, done or hold? I mean, how's it looking? I do think these will be short-lived. I just don't know how short-lived. Things like this could run for a day, could run for a week or two. In the end, I think the rug's going to get pulled on all of these, but that doesn't mean you can't make money on it in the short run. I feel like as soon as we think it's done, it could have another run in it. I just don't know. It truly is unpredictable. Hang on, we have a Greg. Cal is a Greg. Where's Cal? When AMC hits 9, it's over. Well, we're a whole $1 away. Cal, let's turn that positivity up a little bit, fella, huh? What else were you saying? Cal. This is the end. Ooh, no, that's a Greg statement. Bye. I was about to give you a break, but now I just ripped your head off of your body and Sparta kicked the rest of your body into a big pit with all the rest of the Gregs. Because AMC is like watching paint dry today, let's learn more about Matt. Matt, favorite movie, favorite song artist, favorite meal. Don't let us down. These are good questions. Favorite movie, man, my bar for entertainment is so low, which might surprise you coming from a guy double wielding a cat shirt and a duck shirt. I watch so many movies. The other day, just for like a little mental reprieve, I was rewatching both John Wicks. I love Denzel Washington movies. I am biased towards comedy movies. I love to laugh. So I watch a ton of comedy movies all the time. I watch a bunch of stand-up comedians. Favorite movie? I feel like it's so hard to like box it. Same with the favorite artist. Like I just listened to so many. My favorite meal? If I had to pick like a last meal right now, it would probably be barbecue ribs. And I know there's different types of barbecue depending on where you are in the States, but like, I just love ribs, man. Some nice like barbecue ribs. How like, it just makes me feel so good, you know, just emotionally. SLGG affected by GME call yesterday with no acquisition. How's SLGG doing? I don't think so, because like the chance of an acquisition was so low. I think this is just general. The RSI got overextended and now it's selling off type of a deal. Actually, if it sells off enough, I'll probably buy some SLGG. DLPN. What's DLPN intraday looking like? Same thing as HOFV. It shot up, sold off, being a bit weak now. If it breaks below 22, there's definitely going to be more downside to it. How's TCAT looking? I'm in TCAT still. TCAT is awful. Oh, Lord. 1.9 million short shares available right now on AMC. GME only 4K. Thoughts? I mean, it changes like all the time, like those FinViz numbers. And first of all, beyond that, people argue about the legitimacy of them anyway. But those short shares, like 1 million short shares in a stock that trades like 150 million in volume a day is like not big news. Like it's such a drop in the bucket. I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it. Top 3 movies, top 3 musicians, then I don't quit. Okay. Let me think. What's something that I really like but would also sound cool on stream for me to say? So, okay. Well, comedies. I recently watched Eurovision. That was hilarious with Will Ferrell. Step Brothers is great. CIA with Kevin Hart and The Rock is absolutely hilarious. Daddy's Home is hilarious. Those are all great movies. For action movies, recently I've been watching Fast and Furious. I'm almost done rewatching all of those. They're just so quotable. I don't know if they're like good movies, but somehow they like give me entertainment. American Gangster is amazing with Denzel Washington. I watched this one movie called Big Fish. I don't even know who's in it, but that's an amazing movie, Big Fish. I don't know if anyone's seen that. Pretty nostalgic. When I was growing up, I loved Goonies. Goonies was a great movie. I'm trying to think of anything else that I'm just always like amazed by. There has to be more. I watched some drama movies. Good Will Hunting's good. I like that. I thought Gone Girl was pretty good. I know a lot of people hate Gone Girl, but I thought it was good. What was it? Musicians. Recently, I mean, I didn't really ever listen to Machine Gun Kelly as like a rapper or his newest song. It's like, I guess more, I don't know if it's the right word. Someone's going to get mad at me, but his newest song is a bit screamo, but that album Tickets to My Downfall was great. So that was a cool album. I'm trying to think about who else I've been listening to lately. So much of my life recently, especially with this, has been like lo-fi music. Like, so not even really musicians, musicians, but not like singing, just lo-fi music in the background. I'm trying to think of even new songs I've been listening to. You grew up? That's a good question. The stream is now Matt's movie chats. Hey, I'm just answering the questions. I'll have to think about that more. Killshot's good. When he was fighting with Eminem, that's a Machine Gun Kelly's song. Killshot, when he was in his like little feud. I don't think he's a Greg. I'm trying to think of who else. For this was months ago. I was listening to Black Keys a lot. They're an interesting band. I'm trying to think of who else. It's just been so much lo-fi. Favorite breakfast cereal? That's a good question. Probably Cinnamon Toast Crunch, maybe Frosted Flakes. Reese's Puffs are good too. Oh, that's a tough one. Those are my top 3, Chris. Favorite toothpaste brand? Crest. I remember learning, so in America, one of the most popular toothpaste brands is Colgate. And I remember when I was learning Spanish that I found out Colgate in like Spanish speaking countries, that's a Spanish word, Colgate or something like that. But basically Colgate can't do well in Spanish speaking countries because it means like to go hang yourself. So that is like poor branding in my opinion. They should have looked into that. So anyone that knows Spanish, feel free to talk to us about the toothpaste brand Colgate. What kind of car do you drive? Rolla gang. Toyota Corolla. A nice 2006 Rolla. I'm never going to leave its side. I love my Rolla. Favorite grocery store? I don't know. I shop at an Aldi. Favorite shoe brand? I wear Nikes, but I also just don't really wear shoes these days. Actually, Sanooks. I like my Sanooks because they're like sandals, but they're like very fashion forward. Yeah, Colgate's crazy though. I know I just dropped some knowledge on you guys about Colgate, but they have a big issue in Spanish-speaking countries. Let's get some love for the Rolla gang. I want to know how many people out there own Corollas. Probably all of us. Sabertooth Zombie, what a sick name. Thank you for becoming an astronaut. Any thoughts on PTE? PTE. What is PTE? PTE. My thoughts are super low volume and it looks very bearish. If it breaks below this and hold, it's going to keep falling. Someone saying to take profits on GoPro. Why? Why would I take profits? It looks weak. I still think it's coming down. I'm not going to take the RSI is blown out. I'm going to swing it another day. I don't want to burn a day trade. I sent you the beheading sound effect on Twitter DM. Thank you, Joshua. I'll definitely check that out. A shame I remember Cal from a month ago in here. He basically said he liquidated his positions at a loss. So yeah, now he's just like a salty Sam, you know? Can you check? Hang on. Your favorite movie is Mighty Ducks. Your favorite food is Wendy's. P.S. Check your Twitter inbox. I'll send you some barbecue. Okay, El Randall, I'll definitely do that. Can you explain WKEY jump on recent NFT? Yeah, it's just NFT. Right now, apparently, if you just say NFT, your stock jumps. So that's all they did was say, hey, we like NFTs or we're in NFTs, and now it's ripping. It's just the hot topic these days. Can you put on Your Mind still? Can't play it, Rizzy, unfortunately. How about Nokia? I have 100 shares, 394. Will there be a squeeze? Thinking about buying. I don't think there's going to be a squeeze in Nokia. I really don't. If there's going to be a squeeze, it's going to be these two stocks, GameStop and AMC. Quote Mean Girls. It's so quotable. Probably the most quotable movies on this planet, I believe, are Mean Girls, The Fast and Furious, the entire series, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Let's grab some popcorn, shrimp, and blowout. We didn't get to vote on Greg. The issue with voting is it's too delayed, and then I have to go back and find the Greg, and I don't want them to like scurry away and get away. Voting is tough. I need to think of a better system to do it. 16th Palantir call option. Any hope? Yeah, I mean, there's hope. Palantir can move, but I mean, I'm there with you. My Palantir calls are getting destroyed. You might as well wait a day or two because the RSI is so low that the chance of at least an intermediate bounce is pretty good. But I'm in the boat with you. Palantir is not playing out how I want it to. Yep, we could check Tiblio again, of course. Bought some Crocs during Rona, never taken them off. Rona. No, Anchorman's great. Nick, I love Anchorman. Very quotable. I messed that up. Definitely up there with. So there's so many great quotable movies. Anchorman, Mean Girls, Step Brothers. Very, very quotable. I'm in the buying mood. Can you check Neo, PLTR, MVIS? Okay. Palantir, it is at a good dip buy. I would argue Palantir. Neo, you might want to buy it closer. Well, the RSI is blown out. Ugh. I think there could still be a little bit more downside to Neo if you want to be picky about it. MBIS, same thing. But all of these have overextended RSI. You might want to just wait and see how like the afternoon plays out. What's the S&P 500 doing? Now it's red. Ooh, golly. But still holding flat. I don't know. The market's being weird. You never know. As soon as you think it's going to sell off, the government's like, nah, let's print more money, and they put it back up. Happy Gilmore, that's another great movie. Tap, tap, tap. I'm always quoting Happy Gilmore in here. Fruity or Cocoa Pebbles? I'd go with Cocoa. Big Fish, awesome. Pacific Rim, I think there's actually two of those. I watched those, I like both. I just watched, who's that girl in Gone Girl? She has a new movie on Netflix. Like I Care or something like that. It's a new movie on Netflix. I watched that. I thought that was surprisingly good as well. What is the name of that? I Care So Much. Something about that. It's the same actress as in Gone Girl. SLGG getting crushed. Something to work out. Matt, GoPro, I'm looking for GoPro to get filled back to, what was it right here? I'm first target 1125, second target 1075. I am expecting like a momentary, like the RSI is low, so I'm expecting it to bounce a little bit and then come back down. That's my expectations. That's why I gave myself plenty of time. They don't expire until April 9th. I have time. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. SLGG is getting... Oh, Rome, making way too emotional trades lately, seeing devastating losses left and right. Time to reset my outlook and get focused back in. Yeah, I mean, in a certain way, that's how I kind of feel as well. I mean, you got to get your emotions back in. It's a big psychology thing. So that's why I've been, I mean, today I took what, about 1.52K in realized gains, like just locking it in. You feel way better when you got onto like a nice train, like you build up some momentum of just locking in those gains. You follow SpaceX at all? I don't want to go down to Boca Chica this summer to see a launch. I do follow SpaceX, but that's just because I kind of follow what Elon's doing. I would definitely be interested in SpaceX if it hits the public markets. I Care a Lot. That was the name of it. Another cool one. That was it. Thank you, Annie. Wild Tales. All right, I'll have to check that out. Oh, is it? I saw the Nate one, his stand-up comedy yesterday. I didn't watch it, but I've seen like his other specials and they were hilarious. So I'm definitely going to check his out. CSCW, what's going on with that? This is another NFT play. So same thing, a nice start, and now midday not doing an awful amount. Am I missing anything? What am I missing? AMC has to go up now after all this movie talk. That was our trick. We're all like subliminally talking about movies, so like we watch more and push AMC up. I used to have that AMC pass, so I watched so many movies with it because like it was just so easy. You paid $20 a month and you just saw as many movies as you want. It was great. Wolf of Wall Street, that's a good movie. I also, what's The Revenant, like the one he won the Oscar for? Dallas Buyers Club, the Matthew McConaughey one, that's an amazing movie. It's a heavy movie for sure, but that's a really good movie. But also, to be fair, like I am not a snobby movie. Like I usually, there's like a 90% chance I enjoy a movie if I'm watching it. Like my bar for satisfaction and entertainment is so comically low. And I like it. Like all these people that are snobby about movies and music and stuff, well, what kind of way to live is that? Like you're just always like judgmental about it. Like I love that my bar is low because that means I'm so entertained all the time. If I BTO a put, if a put on go, if you buy a put at 1050, you're looking for it to go down. I'm about to BTO and STO. Marshall, I don't know what those acronyms mean. EDU Tiblio play up 42% already. Sal crushing it. Oh wow, it is way past. Okay, team, I didn't realize what time was. Hang on one second. Let me get some coffee. I'm gonna cough. Sorry. All right. So here is the plan. It's 1:40 Eastern. So what I'm going to do, I need to stop this stream and restart it for the algorithm. I'm going to restart it right away so you can hang out with Chair. I'm going to try to be back in like 15 minutes, but you guys can hang out with Chair. But once again, I have to stop this stream. I'm going to restart it. You guys can hang out in the new chat, do whatever you want, hang out with Chair. I'll leave the duck shirt here, but obviously I'm going to be back for market close. I just need to get a little bit more coffee, eat some lunch, get something in my system. I honestly just don't like sitting for this long. I definitely need a standing desk. So we're going to be doing that, but in the afternoon, we're going to watch the market close. We'll look at Tiblio. We'll see what's going on. Obviously, things are going to be moving, especially with Power Hour. So just got right away, within like 3 minutes, I'm going to be restarting the new stream. So be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to subscribe, though. If you subscribe and go to your notifications, click on that, switch it to always, that bell icon. That's how you turn on your notifications so you get notified with any new stream. But once again, I'm going to stop this stream and restart a new one. So just go to my YouTube profile and you'll find the new one. Give me like 3 minutes. I'll be right back.
Bell. And we're going to start breaking down the watch list this morning. SQBG is the one that I'm already honed in on. This is a nice squeeze right here up to 11. And on this one, I'm looking for that breakthrough 11. There's 11.10. And I'm long at 10.81. And I'm going to add at 11.15, adding there at 11.15 for a squeeze up to 11.50. This one, to me, I think has some potential based on the chart that we traded just a few weeks ago. This is a former runner. It's a Momo stock. This is one that likes to squeeze. So the high of this candle is 24. That means 11.24 is my new add spot. Watching the break of 11.24. And then we'll see if we get a squeeze on this up to 11.34, 11.44, the half dollar of 11.50. So right now we're looking for that break on this 1 minute pullback through 11.25. Watching here to buy the dip. There's 20. Looking for 25. Buying the dip at 11. So buying that dip right there and looking for the break through 11.25. Once we get the squeeze through 25, then we'll be looking for 50. So I took my starter on it during the pullback and then added on the breakthrough 11. We want to see the rip through 1125 and then up to 1150. So watching this here for the break of 1124, and I'm going to put an order on the ask. Through a pullback like this, I'm going to be a dip buyer because this represents 1 minute pullback right here. High is 1124, so we're going to look for 1125 to break. There's 96. We want to see that pop up over 97, back up over 11. So watching to accumulate on dips. Added at 91. So buying on that dip right there and looking for the pop on this, back up through 11. You can see down here we've got a little bit of churn. But this is a stock with a history of making some big moves. So we're 80 on the ask. About 690,000 shares of volume, a good amount of buying there. I'm holding 9,000 shares on it. Still holding on this dip here. I'm going to see if I can add off the volume weighted average price, which is 1050. So watching 1050 as a possible add spot. This may end up forming a 5-minute consolidation with a high of 1124. So on this one, you know, as soon as I sat down and saw it ripping up, I wanted to jump in because 50% lead, gapper, 955,000 share float. It's a stock that has potential to make some nice moves. And I saw Jess got in it a little earlier than me, and I think I had a little FOMO. I said, no, I'm not going to miss this. Jess is already on it. He's already green on the day. I'm jumping on. So we'll have Jess join us during the morning show here, and we're going to see how this consolidates at this level. I'm going to stop at 1050, and I'll put an order at 11 to get back in. So let's do our pre-market little intro here, and then we're going to get into more of the watch list. All right. So stopped out at 1050. Unfortunate that we didn't break through 1124. The first 1 minute candle to make a new high right here. And I'm going to watch this. I just did a dip trade at 1002. So I'm trying to buy the dip because I feel like this type of sell-off is a little irrational. So when we have sort of an irrational sell-off like that, I usually start to look to buy the dip after that kind of flush. So my target on this would be like 1025, just to get a quick 25 cents off the low. We'll see what we get. So if it's going to hold 10, then 1015, 1020 would be the next spot. All right, so I'm just going to put an order to take profit at 10. Let's see, 1015. Let's just see if it breaks over this level. So this is our second leading gapper. It just swapped places with LXRX. I'm just going to cut it flat there. So, you know, this is not the great sort of, this is not great to see. High volume sell-off. That's not what we want to see. We saw this yesterday as well on a couple of stocks, and it's not nice to see at all. We want to see these break through these levels, hold these levels, and move higher. We had the same thing yesterday on CBAT. It was very choppy, some big red candles. You can see it again this morning. After hours, it ended up making a bigger move, but you know, it just, when these can't hold, it's definitely an indicator to sort of ease off the throttle and slow down. So maybe today, maybe I'll set a max share size today based on yesterday's price action of, I'll set it at 20,000 shares, max size of 20,000 shares. And, you know, if I get to my $10,000 daily goal, or I'm up 15, 20,000, and we see something really, really taking off, then maybe I'll step up a little bit more. But if we don't see that, then I'm just going to keep it a little smaller today because I'm not liking seeing the drops that we had yesterday and the continuation today. You know, in a hot market, jumping on these first pullbacks, like right here and right up here, I mean, this is what typically works really well. So the fact that already this morning we're seeing a rejection that big, I mean, this went from 950 slowly up to 11 and then right back down in 4 candles. I think it was worth a shot, but now what do you have? A big red candle below the volume weight average price. So this morning, as a reminder, for those on Facebook and